Kia ora, welcome to Season Quest. I'm Troy J. Malcolm, and I played Nick Kidman / Harry Shaft.
I'm Lord Charles William Alfred Leeming, and I play Barrigan Bazza Brown.
And I'm Tom Collins. I played Oliver Oaken, and I'm playing Axel Gribarm.
And I'm Lucy Jones, your DM, and welcome to the final episode of Spring.
Whee! Season Quest, season finale 2.
Coniferous is a great person, a great man, but this castle's quite worrisome.
Scuffed, some might say.
Some might say.
So when I said earlier about how, what was between Coniferous and the castle, you would say the castle is the problem?
If you could even guess the nature of the castle secret, you would get down on your knees and thank God it was not yours.
That sounds quite religious. I don't know how to process that information. Can I do like an insight or something?
Did we all hear that?
Yeah, he said it. They're not using a message. He said it out loud. She said it out loud.
Pretty weird, mate. Pretty weird thing to say.
Can I roll insight for that? Can we all? Can I use my Visage of Astral Self, which just activates? Chim.
What does that mean?
Basically, give me a helmet. I get advantage on wisdom checks. Wisdom insight checks.
Sure thing. Okay, so I'm rolling insight for all of you guys with advantage for Axel. Nick, you're kind of far too spooked by the words to hear anything else. Bazza and Axel, sorry, what do you guys add?
+5.
+3.
You guys can kind of both hear the fear in her voice. And just, I'm trying to think of other ways to describe this. What other things are you guys looking for in particular?
Is Carl a girl?
Claude?
Is Claude a girl?
Yes.
Oh.
I mean, I don't think Earl is the title for
Don't wink at me.
a woman of that stature, but I don't know what it is for a woman. I don't think there is one.
Duchess?
No, because that's for...
No, that's
for
Duchess
Duke.
and Duke.
Yeah.
Duchess and Duke. I don't think there is one for Earl.
No, not that I can...
Anyway.
Well, I mean, an Earl is a Duke, so...
Earl and girl.
It would be kind of Duchess, but...
This, I think, is an older term than Duke.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Earl
They're equivalent.
became Duke.
Okay. Anyway, she's the Earl of the castle. What are you guys wanting to know, I guess?
I'm looking... I'm trying to see if she's afraid that we're onto her, or that she's afraid that there's something more that she's under the control of.
I'm looking to understand specifically what she means by that phrase, if I can see, because I see the fear, but do I see if it's like a knowing fear where it's like something they fear yet respect, or something they fear and that's why they serve it because they're just afraid of it? Is it something they serve or something they are just terrified of?
You guys think with the amount of kind of fear, especially regarding the place where they live, you think there is kind of some sense of duty? When she says you would get down on your knees and thank God it was not yours, it didn't seem like it was hers either. Her secret of the castle.
Can you read the thing again?
If you could even guess the nature of the castle's secret, you would get down on your knees and thank God it was not yours.
Okay.
She opens the door for you guys and it's quite a large, spacious room. Enough for you, if you guys were to sleep in the beds and have your stuff kind of around, or to have the hut.
Hey, Carl, I noticed there's a mini fridge here. Is there? Oh, there is. Let me crack one of these.
None of that was canon. Charlie wanted an excuse to open a drink. Good night.
Oh, I forgot my voice.
My wife.
My wife. Claude, before you go to bed, I need to ask you something.
Yes?
If you were to leave the castle, what would happen? And the same for Coniferous. If you can tell us. I understand you're not super comfortable.
I don't know.
All right. Thank you.
Good night. And she goes.
Night, mate.
Okay, so the room you guys have been escorted into is a really large bedroom. It's larger than the hut that Bazza makes. It's a lot grander than you guys have experienced so far on your journey. It's nice to be somewhere nice.
It is.
I think there's enough space for you guys to all kind of not be piled on top of each other. You guys have your own beds.
We made a hut.
You all have your own beds.
We did make the hut.
You guys have the hut in the room as well.
Yeah, good. I was going to suggest we do that if we hadn't already done it.
We look at the beautiful space set before us. There's these luxurious mattresses and
there's paintings
on the walls.
There's
and
a giant wardrobe to store equipment in.
And
if
we
you
all
guys want.
cram into my tiny hut.
We all go, that ain't a
cuddle.
hut. That ain't a hut.
So you guys are just hunkering down for the night?
Yeah, how's the dog?
Doing okay. Not loving the castle just because it's such like ridiculous amounts of stone
Yeah.
all around.
And
It's a
wolves
bit
are natural
weird.
enemies to stone.
No, it's just like not. It's so very not nature,
Yeah.
which I think is a strange experience for a wolf. You guys have the hut. Are you guys just all going to sleep tonight? Are you guys doing a watch? Like, what's your plan?
I think we should do a watch. Should I say that in character?
You
Yeah.
should.
I think that we should all take a watch so that we can keep an eye on what evil shit's going on in this castle, because we were told information through form of poem or something. And it was like that the castle is the bad guy. So we have to watch to make sure that the castle isn't doing any bad stuff to us. Are you guys chill with that? Do a little watchy watch, stay up, watch, you know?
Bazza, who died and made him king?
Right.
I guess it would have been Oliver.
I feel like that's offensive to the player character who's playing me, but I have no idea what that means.
I'll take a watch because I'm on the watch.
Okay, well, I was thinking we could alternate.
Yeah,
And that way you can
I'm
have a
taking
bit.
first watch.
Oh, okay. So you just
I was just doing a little joke how I was on the town guard on the watch.
didn't land.
Well,
Well, I guess I'll do the first watch.
I just said.
Well, I agree. I think Nick should do the first watch. I trust Nick with my life. You can do second watch, and I'll do third, because I wake up early in the morning anyways to take my boat across the water.
You don't trust me with your life.
Not at the moment.
But second watch is fine because your life is not in danger then.
No, because
He can't die between the hours of midnight and 4 a.m.
I'm in what's known as REM, which is when you're sleeping really deeply. And when you're sleeping super deep, your body develops an impervious fortress. All right, I go to sleep, face down. I say that aloud in character voice.
Yeah, I also lay down and instead of going to sleep, I begin doing my watch.
Okay, let's do a quick perception, see if you notice anything. Nick, your watch is uneventful. You take notice of the pretty pictures in the room. There's nothing super specific. Something you would have noticed is there's no portraits in the house. It's a lot of like landscapes and animals and like those sorts of paintings.
Every painting's on its side. They're all landscape.
Yeah.
Who painted this in portrait?
And you're gonna wake up Bazza?
I sure am.
Funny if you didn't.
I'm gonna go over to Bazza and I'm just gonna start shaking him. Hello, good morning.
What's going on?
It's time for your watch.
Why did you shake me so violently?
Just in case. Shut up.
Fucking got him! Got him, Nick!
Alright.
Go to.
Well-
Charlie, throw a dice in my coffee.
What did I roll, Troy?
Spring
If Troy
bonus
drinks the
episode.
entire thing and like doesn't remember the dice,
Fuck, I
then
broke my
swallow up,
pencil.
so make him roll a Constitution saving throw.
Ah, my pencil broke as well. Fuck this.
Gonna shake him like you would with the fucking magic 8-ball. Bazza, you wake up and you do your share of the watch. Don't drop the big dice in your drink.
I wasn't going to, but you interrupted my joke. Do you think it would float?
I think it would, actually.
Troy, you little dumbhead. You dung brain.
Do we want to test it?
No,
Let's
let's
do it in the
record.
water.
Can we record? Can we? That's my water. Can we record?
Okay, sure. Bazza, you wake up and you're...
I go to sleep so Bazza can start his watch.
Oh.
Bazza, you wake up and
Okay.
you go.
Tom, shut the fuck up. Nothing eventful is happening
Oh.
in your watch.
Nothing at all.
I waited so long for this.
It's, you know...
You could make something happen on your watch. This counts as metagaming.
That's right. I have, what's it called? Agency.
What does that mean?
It means I have choices as an individual.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I thought you meant it was like a feat or something.
Yeah.
My feet is free will.
I'm in an agency.
Here's what I do. I take out my wax that I have, that
Oh,
I
yeah.
carry with me in my bag. And I start a little fire during my watch, and I melt all the wax into a cup.
Uh-huh.
I
You
have
start sealing envelopes.
I have a cup of melted wax.
Uh-huh.
And I, at the end of my watch, dabble a little bit onto Axel's forehead to wake him up.
Oh, Grant. Oh, that's right. Grant's dead. Hello, the other guy. Is it time for my watch?
Yep.
I sit down
Good night.
in Bez's chair.
Well, I need to sleep there.
Well, I sleep on the floor like a normal person.
I shift the chair over to me because it is made out of magical force within my hut.
Can I stay on it? Sleep on my lap, buddy.
I'll make another chair.
Nick has a nightmare, but he doesn't wake.
I'm ready to.
I'm having a nightmare too.
I'm ready to go.
While you're like looking out into your room, nothing in the room itself changes, but you can hear like distant yelling and screaming.
Can I investigate?
If you want.
I'm going to investigate. I'm going to stealthily investigate. I got pretty good stealth. This is the first character that I've played who has good stealth.
That's so exciting.
So I'm ready to go. I'm ready to sneak out.
So what is your plan?
I just kind of want to head in the direction of the screaming while stealthily sneaking to try and see what it is.
So you exit the hut? Are you going out into the hallway or?
Yeah.
So you creep out to the hallway.
Roll for stealth.
I'll get you to roll for stealth. So you can do it quietly, sneakily.
21.
My goodness, and you, like, ever so silently pull the door open, which you're surprised at with it being a very old castle. You would think it would have, like, a horrific squeak. You're expecting that, but it's just kind of a... And you sneak out into the hallway, and you're not seen as you kind of start looking around to see if you can, like, locate the noise. And you can see Earl Claude there with a lantern kind of doing the rounds. You go unseen. What do you want to do?
Is he the screaming one?
No. You can see she clearly isn't
Sorry,
screaming.
I forgot, because Earls are men.
Don't be rude.
Give that to the mic.
She's pulling a Snape right now. She's being
she
shifty.
Can I still hear the screaming, or is there no more scream?
No, you can't hear it anymore.
Do I know the general direction it was in?
No.
Okay, well, I'm going to try and follow the Earl around.
Yep. I'll get you to roll stealth again.
Okay. I got a 9.
You got a 9?
It's still pretty impressive.
It's really not. As you're walking down the hallway, especially because you have been living in like a shack and in the wilderness for so long, you're not used to like creaky floorboards and you don't really know how to avoid them. So you misstep onto one that's jutting up just a little bit and it squeaks very loudly as you step down. And the yes.
I don't want to be pedantic, but I'm about to be.
What? Did I say it was stone earlier? No,
Yeah.
floorboards. Oh, I don't care.
Said the walls are stone. The floors could still be
Fine, you
floorboards.
step on a loose pebble. Rocks fall on Charlie. The stones from the castle fall on Charlie.
Charlie, in fairness, to be pedantic about your pedanticness,
Yeah.
she didn't say the whole castle was stone. She said there's a lot of stone, which means it
That's
could just
fair.
be stone walls and stone roofs, but wooden floors, that makes sense to me. So, fuck yourself.
Or it could be like a layer of stone and then wood planks on top of that
Yeah.
to keep the heat in. Anywho, let's say it's that one. You step on a plank and you can see the stone underneath it. As you step down, it squeaks quite loudly. And the Earl whips her head around and sees you standing there, still holding up your lantern. It's like, what are you doing?
I freeze.
I still see you.
Okay. So now we're getting somewhere. I need to find the bathroom.
She points to a nearby door.
I was lying. Listen, you seem like a reasonable person. I heard some screaming. I went to investigate and found you, but did you scream?
No,
Did you hear the screams?
not that I heard of, but...
You're lying. You're lying. What else would you do? Anyways, I leave. I go back to the room.
Did you want to roll an insight check, or have you just decided that?
I can roll an insight check, but I think I've just decided that.
Let's go with you've just decided that, because I feel like that's far more your character. And you just go back to your room and you go continue your watch?
Well, I go back to sleep now.
Fair enough.
My watch is over.
So now all three of us are just asleep in the room.
Yep.
Cool.
But we're in the safety of my hut.
That's true.
And you guys are safe, and you wake up the next morning.
Can you roll for whether or not we're safe and wake up the next morning?
Sure.
Sorry guys. Tom, get ready to roll a third character.
I'm not even kidding, I rolled in that one.
Yeah, I saw that happen. Because I looked over at that moment. It rolled like right into the center.
Well,
It rolled where Tom could see it, and my hands went to my mouth. Man, you guys all wake up dead.
rocks fall on us. The
But how
castle
that happen?
collapses.
How do you wake up dead?
I know.
I was referencing a thing.
I
wasn't questioning you
We
and
ghosts
your
now.
immaculate wisdom.
You guys all wake up and have a slight cold.
I chew.
Achoo.
I don't wake up.
Let's quarantine for 2 weeks.
No, nothing terrible happens. And it's morning.
Bazza sneezes like a kitten. Fuck you.
Oh. adorable, but I don't want you guys sneezing and coughing and gross. I'm gonna take back what I said about you guys all being sick. I'm just gonna...
Constitution saves.
No.
Oh, good day.
Were you going to wake us up? What? Why?
What am I, your alarm?
No, but you were on the last watch.
Well,
Why are we
after
waking
that,
up at the same time?
Wait, yeah, why were you asleep?
I had a nap.
You don't nap on a watch, mate.
Well, I watched. Nothing happened, so I went to sleep. Well, something happened, something pretty eventful, but I'll get into that later.
What happened?
Well, I went out and I saw the Earl, because I heard screaming, and
Wait, what?
murderous screaming, like someone was being murdered or
You
tortured.
left us here?
Yes, and I went to the Lucy's doing something like she wants us to stop, but I feel like we're on a roll here. I was walking. Sorry,
I'm just gonna ignore that and talk about the screams.
And I heard it screaming. I went for a stealthy little walk. I did pretty good, and then I stood on a pebble or something. I don't remember what the DM said. And then I got caught. And then I went, oh my
pretty
god,
heavy into that fourth wall breaking, mate.
what? And then after that, I got caught by the Earl Claw, and she said,
You got caught.
yeah, and she said, what are you doing? And I froze, and then she didn't acknowledge me again, I think.
What about the screams?
Well, I don't know what happened there.
So-
I went back and went to bed. I must have dreamt it.
You heard
What?
screams, you looked out the door, you saw a lady, and you went back to bed.
Well, I went for a pretty decent walk.
How long did you leave us here?
Alone and asleep.
Let's say 10 to 15 minutes.
That was the worst watch anyone's ever taken, I think.
I disagree.
You're probably right.
I don't
actually.
know
People
why.
probably died in a watch before.
What about the one with the lantern from America's Civil War?
I think that one went well because he warned of
The
danger.
British are coming. No,
Look-
because that's how a bunch
And
of
at
people
some
died.
point-
Because the British.
I don't know why, but I
No, he
feel
was
like
right.
we
Was
should
I?
all check ourselves.
Boy who
weren't.
cried wolf.
Has anyone gotten a dagger stolen?
Housekeeping.
Housekeeping on the other side is like, what?
There's a knock at your guys' door.
Good eye.
Is there a peephole?
No.
Okay. I open the door with my long arms. I don't do that.
It's not
With
called
my arm.
peephole.
I open the door with my arm.
With your regular arms.
My human normal arm.
Behind the door is the Earl Claude. Good morning. How did everybody sleep?
Well,
Apparent- No, you go.
you know how I slept.
I assume not much.
Plenty. You know, I got up at one point to talk to you about the screams, and then I went back to sleep. I mean, I continued to watch. I mean, I went back to sleep. Let's be honest.
Lovely. If you guys want, there is breakfast ready in the hall.
I'm concerned about something, firstly. There were screams last night, apparently. Is there any news about that?
No, I was doing a watch like usual. Same with
At the
quite a
same
few of the
time
servants.
that there were screams.
When do you sleep?
I made sure I took time to sleep.
How long?
I take multiple short naps.
Oh,
I've really
like
planned
a
it out.
hunter-gatherer during the Cresaponic era.
Is it like that thing where you sleep like 5 times a day in like short 20-minute increments, but you go immediately into it? And I learned about this recently. REM.
Yes.
REM. REM.
Yeah, you've nailed it. Anywho, yeah, I take lots of short naps. There's a lot to be done, all the time. Gotta make sure doing the rounds and stuff. I sleep a little more at night.
How many people are in this castle?
Well, there's me, Coniferous, and there'd be 20 people that work in here.
20.
Yeah.
Wow. You
You
know,
know-
It's, in like the kitchen, around the gardens, kind of everything.
the gardens. You guys
Wow.
have gardens.
Small gardens outside. It's a large property.
All right.
You know, when I was also on the job, I'm a guard. I would also take about 5 naps a day. I would have a nice 12 hours sleep as well.
Huh.
How long
Anyway.
would you sleep in a day, would you say?
So breakfast?
Yeah, alright, that sounds good to me.
2-3 hours.
And she stops listening to you, akin to myself, and leads you guys back to the quite grand dining hall, set up the same way as the night before, with a seat at the end of the table set up, and then your guys' seats a few seats down.
The quite grand dining hall.
Yes.
That's
Grand.
what it's called.
That's what Lucy said, not what else.
Quite grand.
I would say it's quite grand, yes.
Is there a chandelier? Is there a chandelier?
Oh, let's roll for chandelier. There's a chandelier.
We're saved, boys.
Can I do an acrobatics check?
Not yet. Wait until combat.
I'll wait till I'll do what Charlie said.
As you guys walk into the dining hall, Veal very much notices you guys all just staring at the chandelier and goes, no. Brings out a spray bottle, no.
I wanna swing from the chandelier.
I came in like a wrecking ball.
You took the two good ones that came into my mind.
Sing anything.
I just...
Oh yeah. Tarzan.
I miss Vine.
All of the servants clap your little musical ditty.
We were playing our lute the whole time.
Anyway, are you guys sitting down for breakfast?
We're looking at the chandelier. Come on, Lucy.
Okay.
Keep
I'm
up.
standing up for breakfast.
I sit.
Thank you, Bazza.
I also said...
Thank you, Nick.
Are there any
Double
seats?
check.
Are there any seats left?
Yes. There's so many seats.
I'll sit down next to these guys.
Oh, different from last night. You sat across from us.
Well, that was before when I was uncomfortable about where I was.
After a while, Coniferous joins you guys at the table and
Kano.
chows down some fruit and bread.
Whoa, slow down, buddy. You're old, you'll choke.
You're so rude.
I would say that was polite of me. I'm trying to keep you from dying.
How did you sleep last night, Coniferous?
I said, well, how about you guys?
Any screams?
No, I didn't scream.
There were screams.
We heard screams. Well, I
Oh.
heard
He
screams.
and he didn't do anything about it.
I did something about it. I went to look and then I couldn't identify the screams anymore. I think you're expecting a lot out of me considering the fact that I'm not an adventurer. I drive a boat for a living, you cunt.
I personally didn't hear anything, but I was asleep, so...
Yeah, fast asleep,
you
I
know.
bet.
Jacques.
I think I was just regular speed asleep.
Oh, okay, like a snail.
Is that regular speed for you?
I don't know. I would say no.
Anyway, I've got a lot of work I need to do today, a lot of spells I want to workshop, so I'll be pretty busy.
Can you teach
may-
me a spell?
Not the second, but I imagine we can
Can you
do
pencil
some
me in?
training. Yeah, I can pencil you in.
When
Could
you're
you
free.
teach me?
When are you free next? Get your little notebook out. There it is.
Oh, let's say it's...
See a little blank spot there.
the
Couple pages ahead,
40
isn't it?
48th of
Long month.
April.
48th of April. I'll be back in Non then,
No.
but so will you. Let's go.
That's your anniversary present day, right?
That's right.
That's when your anniversary.
That would be such a good gift for Abby. Me learning a new spell
Yeah,
and
then-
not being home.
On
You
the
know what?
48th.
No. Don't pencil that in. Room to
Okay.
grow. I'm going to be with my wife.
You say all of those things?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Okay, I'll just cross that one out.
Can I book a day?
Yeah, 48th of April.
What about later?
The 87th
Months along here.
of March.
Okay, well I can. That's next year.
Which comes after Smapril.
Uh-huh.
Good.
That's next
What
year.
order do you think that'd be in?
No,
an
it's
alphabetical
silly of
order.
me to assume.
March is like 3 months after some April.
So next year then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did we agree that my birthday was today?
Oh my goodness, happy birthday!
Unless it was yesterday.
I think
But
it's
it might have
today.
been.
I think it's
I don't
today.
remember.
Either way,
There's a birthday every season, huh?
Nick Kidman is 69 as of today.
Okay. Everyone's birthday this
Are you
year.
saying that out loud?
I just wanted to make an announcement, Coniferous, before you go off to your business. What is my voice?
Isn't he?
Ow! I did it too hard. It hurt.
Your reaction was so slow. You hit it and then like 30 seconds later went,
No, it was immediate. Are you kidding me?
Oh, I just have an announcement to make, Coniferous. It does seem that I, Harry Shaft, have a birthday today. And I would like it to be...
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, mate.
Birthday.
and I'd like it to be celebrated. You could all get me a gift. Coniferous, I'd love it if we had a cake and if you'd come back to Non with us.
Wow. And so
Yeah,
your
you should
birthday
probably-
is the first of what? Clitoris?
Clitoris.
Yeah, it's the first of Climber.
That's
Write that
right.
down, otherwise I won't remember.
Harry Shaft, born on the 1st of Climber.
What a convenient date name. We'll never forget it.
That's lovely. Coniferous here says, Claude, yes, make sure the kitchen staff make a very fantastic cake for the feast tonight. We'll make it a grand celebration.
Cake.
Yes.
Like pound cake?
I mean, that is a type of cake, yes.
I'm allergic to sugar, so keep that in mind.
I like carrot cake.
Is it your guys' fucking birthday?
No.
No, but I'm pretty sure that you do share a cake, and I would like to put forward my dietary restrictions so you know, you fucking asshole.
My preference is cake.
What kind of cake do
Why
you...
you said cake fucking really tickled me there.
What kind of cake do you want, Nick?
Nick's never had cake before, so he's kind of open
One
to
word
options.
person jump out?
I'll make you a mineral cake, because you're a goat,
Scantily clad.
and goats crave the minerals. You were on Tumblr in 2013, I guarantee it.
2013 was my last year on Tumblr, but I don't
You didn't see
understand
the goat crave the minerals?
No.
Oh wow, that meme was huge.
You're right. From the first episode of the season, I really don't know what a goat is, I guess.
They lick a cliff face to get the salt from it. I don't know why I'm saying all of this in character, because at the moment
my
I'm
sheep
explaining
used
to
to
a
have
goat person what a goat likes.
So yeah, they come up with a basic plan for a lovely wee feast tonight. And after a little bit, Coniferous goes to do all their tasks for the day.
I think Quiniferous is an imposter. We think we should vote him off the ship.
It's pretty sus.
Didn't seem to garbage shit.
And the Earl says to you guys, well, I've got actually stuff I need to do as well. So, you know,
Bit.
your guests here, the castle's yours to do as you see. You guys have seen
Any
the
room?
library. I mean, not Coniferous's, who's busy working. But
Not the West Wing.
But besides that, Coniferous's room is in actually the northeast kind of corner. It's got the grandest doors. You'd be able to tell it's his.
We can't go into the grandest doors.
I know what I want to do. All right, I've planned ahead. I was really hoping that we would be able to do whatever we wanted.
Where's your room?
I have this like larger room and the kind of like servants' quarters. There's
Careful,
a bunch of rooms
Bazza.
down that way.
I'm gonna tell Abby if you get up to any mischief.
Sounds like Abby's getting up to mischief with you.
Yeah, when are you going to tell it? During your pillow talk?
Whoa, what pills is she taking?
So you guys have already seen like the grand dining hall, the entryway, the library, and your room. You guys kind of have a basic idea of the rough layout of a fair few things. Yeah, I've got work to do, but you guys are more than welcome to, you know, look around.
Do you have an office or something?
No.
In your room?
No, that's
Around?
kind of where I live. I have like work around the castle to be doing. Yeah, got to change the candles and the chandelier in the entranceway. You know.
Is that a euphemism?
Actually, where's the bathroom? Because I got to change the candles too.
I know what I want to do. Am I able to go into the kitchen?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm doing that.
So yeah, you can get into the kitchen
Split.
from the dining hall.
Television.
She points to like the doors from there. You guys aren't like entirely by yourself. There's still people around the castle working, but you know you don't have the Earl or Coniferous with you. What are you guys doing? You've made your way to the kitchen.
I'm in the kitchen. I thought they weren't.
Oh, I assumed
We
you were working together.
we
No, we
split
were splitting
television in
up.
the party.
Oh, okay.
Of course we're splitting up.
Okay.
We're in a castle.
Axel, let's start with you. What are you doing?
I would like to start baking Nick his birthday cake.
It's a like fully stocked kitchen. There's a lot of like equipment to use. There's a lot of ingredients, and yeah, you're more than welcome to help yourself to whatever you need.
I'm gonna make a salt cake. Can I roll a wisdom check to see if I can make a cake?
Yeah, go for it. What you
With
get?
advantage, because we're really good friends. 4.
Oh, buddy. So
But
you
plus 5, so 9.
you think the most important part of a cake is how it looks. So you think if you just get the biggest bit of salt, kind of in a cylinder shape, and then decorate that'd be pretty good.
I think that's exactly what Nick would want as well. Salt cylinders are pretty attractive as is. I can't use sugar because I'm allergic.
No, of
Deathly.
course.
Even though I had a cunny sweet yesterday. Oh god. Do you have another character lined up, Lucy? Because Axel's dying. This whole time he's been anaphylactic shock and he didn't even notice. I'd get a pretty flower, put it on the top, line it with some flowers. What else do goat
Gorgeous.
people like? Some leaves? Snap off a tree branch nearby?
Nice. Overall, it's a beautiful looking cake, but we all know the contents of it.
Salt.
And the head chef nods to himself and gets started on a different cake as well, just so there's options. So, what are you guys doing, Nick and Bazza?
Bazza, remembering what the old Earl said about where her room is situated, makes his way there because Bazza is suspicious.
Cool, so you can make your way through the kitchen. Yeah, that's where you saw the Earl go.
I'm going towards her room.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then past that
Yeah.
is kind of a row of rooms.
Sweet. Yeah, I'm going that way.
You don't know which room it is?
I'd like to try all of them, make a sort of investigation.
Yeah. I'll get you to roll for that one, actually.
I will do so. I got an 11.
With the doors not being labelled, you can't really tell, but you think there's no harm in knocking and asking.
Housekeeping.
So you kind of, like, go down the line. A lot of people don't open their doors. Some people do, and they're like, no, different room.
Which room?
None of them say, actually. At some point, the Earl opens the door. And as you can see, it's a larger room than most of the other ones. It looks like it's two of the rooms almost put together, just without the wall in it.
Bourgeoisie.
What word were you trying to say there, sorry?
Said the word correctly.
It's bourgeois. I got you.
Thanks.
I thought you were trying to say bougie. And I was like,
Those words are related.
Bougie comes from the word bourgeoisie, I think, right?
Yeah.
yeah, but you know.
Because
The
the
drum
birds
room
work
all.
for the bourgeoisie.
Can I help you with anything?
G'day. Can I help you with anything? Thought you were changing candles. You're just here in your room.
Just grabbing a few things before I go
Candles.
on my task. Just grabbing lists and stuff for the day.
Mm.
You okay?
No, yeah, I'm not doing anything. I'm away from the job, so I just wanted to help out.
I mean, if you want to help change the candles in the chandelier, you're more than welcome to come with me. That's the first thing I'm going to do.
I do want to help with the chandelier.
The chandelier.
Sure thing. And you two make your way back to the entryway. So you guys go through the kitchen, go through another, like, quite giant, kind of like a living room in the sense of, like, it is a room for hanging out and chilling, but it's a big fireplace, quite grand couch, just a lot more paintings on the wall.
Nice parlor.
Bookcases, a parlour, bay windows, it's fancy.
With
It's
the
a-
chandelier, it is going to be a good place for hanging out.
It's not, there's
That's
no
not what the
chandelier in
chandelier
this.
is. Pay attention, Tom.
The living room is a living room. It breathes. It winks.
Through the living room, you go to the entryway with the chandeliers.
Mm.
There's a ladder,
Yes.
you know, set up,
Sweet.
and I'll get you to make a acrobatics or
Oh.
athletics.
Sweet. Acrobatics, please. That is a nat 20 plus 10. I got a 30.
My goodness, Charlie.
Does a triple backflip up, doesn't even touch the ladder.
You very quickly and dexterously climb up the ladder, up onto the chandelier itself, and Claude goes to pass you the first candle, and you go, no, throw it.
Mm.
Claude's throwing up candles, and you're scooping out the last of the wax from all of the spots and putting in the new candles. You guys have it done in about 10 minutes flat.
Sweet. While I'm up there,
The whole time Bazza is shirtless, obviously.
obviously, while I'm up there, I want to do a little sneaky something.
Sure thing.
I want to loosen just a little bit the chandelier.
Fucking hell. I'll get you to roll sleight of hand.
God protect me. 21.
My goodness. It's a lot of, like, moving your hands around, like, scooping out wax, putting in candles, and kind of the blur of it all, especially because you're working so quickly. Earl Claude wouldn't notice if you're, like, loosening a small bolt.
Excellent. And then I climb back down the ladder. I give the Earl a pat on the back. Job well done, mate.
Very good.
I'll tuck it out. I'm not going to help you do the rest of the candles.
Fair enough,
I'm
yeah.
just going to go. I think maybe the library.
Yeah,
read a
go
book.
ahead. Just down the hallway to where you guys were last night and to
Hey.
the left. Yes.
Watching you. Bye.
Was that a threat or...
No, that's
A
just
promise.
just a statement.
My goodness. And Nick, what are you doing?
I'm sitting at the table where we had breakfast.
So you saw all that go down?
Yep. But I've just kind of got my head in my hands. I'm really kind of considering everything that's led me to this point. Like, it's my 69th birthday. I'm alone in a castle, and by alone I mean I've got friends there who are actively making me a cake and stuff, but I am alone. I
As
miss
you're-
my family.
As you're sitting there, so cleaning all the stuff around you, but not taking anything from directly in front of you.
Yeah, I'm like leaning across my plate, holding a cup with my hand, like my hand's in the jar of Vegemite. Like, I'm not making it easy for anyone, but I'm not moving.
Yeah, it's everything bar your stuff gets cleaned up at a point.
Yeah.
Was there anything you were wanting to do? Bar reflect? Well, you can also do more reflecting if you wish.
No, guys, stop me. No, don't. Okay, I'm gonna go and head to the grandest part of the castle. I'm looking for Corniferous Hare's room.
Nice.
So you're just going to do some exploring?
Yep, I'm
Cool.
gonna try and find Corniferous's room based off what he said.
I'm going to get you to roll an investigation check.
That is 14.
Cool. So you make your way out into the hallway, kind of just walking around, seeing what you can spot. You can see out into the gardens. Very, very pretty. A lot of hedges and flowers and trees. Very floral. And make your way over to a quite huge door. It's easy enough to spot. You could see it from kind of the end of the hallway.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
I cast Disguise Self and then I knock on the door. I open the door and I walk in.
That was the door
That was the
opening.
Foley. And
A
I
hide go.
I assume I'm eye to eye with Corniferous here.
Yeah. He opens the door for you.
Cool. Well, who he makes eye contact with is Oliver Oaken.
That's
as
fucked
much.
up.
Not as much.
I thought as much. That's fucked up. Do you want me to
I
do the
thought you were
voice?
going to be Claude.
By the look of Lucy's face, she did not expect this at all.
Oliver, what are you doing here? I thought you were...
What do you want me to say?
Go on.
Go on, you volunteered.
Hello, I'm Oliver. I'm here to talk to you, Corniferous.
That is what I wanted to say.
I was told you were dead.
Well, they were lying.
I had to come here on my own afterwards. But no, I'm alive and well. Corniferous, you need to come back to Non with me.
I can't, but please come in. Corniferous lets you into his very large room.
Wow, big place you have here, and that's coming from me, a big boy.
Well, big place you have here, and that's coming from me, a big boy.
It's filled with like very magical stuff. There's kind of like charts on the walls, like star charts, and like a lot of like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like
Scientific and astrology.
scientific, like biology stuff. It's
Nerd
a
shit.
huge range of stuff. The giant cauldron. All of the windows are blacked out as well, and it's a very magical looking space.
That's exciting.
Bet
Why
you
did
live
you
like
why
this.
did you leave the others?
I figured it would put them in danger to keep travelling with me, and I'd lost Flagra, so I needed to mourn for a while.
What he said.
I'm very sorry to hear that.
But I need you to come back to Non with me.
I can't. I have work to do here, and I was hoping actually you'd be able to help me with it. Do you have I have the book, the manuscript now.
Mm-hmm.
And he pulls out the manuscript you guys have had this entire time, the one filled with plants. He's like, what did you make of these
I
plants?"
couldn't read it. I tried a lot, but I was never able to read it.
I didn't expect to be able to read it. I
Wow,
can't
why
either.
ask that question then?
I can't believe you designed me to not read or smell.
It's no, I can't read either. It was kind of more. I can't.
I can't
sorry.
read in general.
I can't read this either.
I can't smell.
But I was hoping you would make something of the plants. Did you?
No, I'd spotted a couple of them on my way here, but I didn't collect any or do anything with them, I don't think.
On one of the pages there is a couple leaves pressed into it, the green and yellow ones
That I collected.
that were collected.
But you were asleep for that. So
And
you
while
realised.
while flicking through, he finds this like, where did you find this plant?
In the woods on the way here.
But like, do you know where roughly?
Nick thinks back to the night where... I don't know if Oliver did say anything about that.
I didn't.
No, he didn't tell us he did that whole thing. It would have been just outside Mattoon, I say lying.
Roll deception.
I rolled an 8 plus 10, 18.
Mattoon. Good grief, that's further than I thought.
It's true as well.
Matroon.
It was a little closer on than Mattoon.
Yeah, a little closer to Jebedon.
True.
My goodness, this is further than I thought. Was there anything else out of the ordinary?
Well, we did come into contact with werewolves, and they almost took me out, but I guess my friends had the last laugh.
By werewolves, do you mean like horrific?
Like wolfmen. Like the one played by...
James Franco.
Dave Chappelle.
Do you
It's
mean they
Boomer.
were like people that became?
Yes, they were people. They became wolves in the night and had to be put down. The mayor's daughter was one.
Good grief, that's horrific.
And over in Plumer's Pass, on the other side of Mattoon, there's people turning into zombies. All sorts of crazy spring shit is going down, and we need your help to fix it.
I'll tell you this because I trust you. That's something I'm working on, trying to stop all of this crazy shit that's happening.
And you need help? Or you need info? What do you need?
I need a lot of things. Well, wanting to know kind of everything that happened, so I have a very clear idea of it.
Over
Wanting
the
to know what
last
out of this
200 years?
this journey from non to here.
I sit down and I quickly recount my tale.
Listen back through episode 1 to whatever episode we're currently up to at quadruple speed if you want to be a true fan. He listens very intently to the stories of you guys' journey. Are you telling the truth about what happened?
I mean, yes, I'm telling the truth, but I am, lying about little bits and pieces so that I can claim that I'm Oliver.
How in depth are you going?
I'm getting really specific on certain things, and I'm generally vague on others. I tell him little things like breaking into Poppy's flat and finding mountain loads of blood.
How long do you spend going through all the story?
35 minutes.
35 minutes specifically?
Yep, and I've been there for about 5 before that, chatting.
Yeah.
So it's been about 40 minutes.
Cool, just making sure you know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know how long my spell lasts? Have you
An
searched
hour.
that too? Yeah, me too.
Oh, I just knew that.
Good.
Because we've had this conversation before. Yeah, you listened quite in depth as you kind of go over everything that happened.
I'll tell you what, I rolled a 13 plus 10, so a 23 of just general deception, but I am mostly telling the truth, because, all the best lies are cemented in truth.
And I'm going to roll a dice for you. You're keeping a decent eye on the time, but you're not perfectly confident.
983 ball bearings.
Yeah, you reckon you've been talking for 35 minutes.
Yeah.
There's no clock or anything in the room. Anyway.
So and then I hopped into the lake, King Lake, and I floated across all by myself, just on my own little woody bits. I wouldn't have done it if I'd had Flagra with me, but Flagra's dead, so I committed to the bit and set sail. Now I'm here.
Why did you give them the book then?
Well, I died. They took it from my body.
Are you saying you didn't die?
No, I died, then and there, but, I was unconscious. I got back up.
They just left you there?
Yeah, I think I experienced sleep for the first time.
I'm going to roll deception with disadvantage, because I think you've let slide a bit too much.
Stealing your dice. Oh! I rolled a 20 and a 19.
My goodness.
So the 19 is the one with disadvantage, obviously, but it's plus 10, so that's 29.
He nods to himself. Not particularly kind, your friends, huh?
They could have stayed and checked if I was alive, but oh well. So what do you need from us?
So are you working together with them now, or?
I'm going to leave them a message, but I'm going to run into the forest and mourn Flagra for a little bit longer. But I think you need to trust the people that are here in your house. I think they'll be able to help you, but I think you're going to have to trust them and go to Non with them and help them too. Anyway, I'd best be off. Toodaloo, ta-ta, cheerio, pip-pip, and
he's kind of like
an existential crisis weasel for you. And I leave. Teleporting 30 feet. No, I'm kidding.
A ball of fire erupts around, killing Cortifus.
As you leave, you manage to kind of get out of the way of seeing anybody and get back to the room you guys are staying at. I rolled that.
Cool.
I'm walking around looking for Nick with a salt cake, and I see Oliver, and I go, "Oh wow, a tree guy. You know about trees?"
Yes. I almost went into Nick.
As you guys are having this conversation, you turn back into Nick.
Yes, I do actually know about the thing or two about trees. Oh my goodness. It's happened again. I've transferred and transformed.
Oh, Nick. What the fuck was that? Oh, Nick. Marty McFly. Oh, Nick. Happy birthday.
Thanks. Axel, that was it.
You forgot my name?
I was so thrown by the cake.
I remembered your birthday, but you forgot my name?
I told you it was my birthday at breakfast.
Yeah, so I remembered it.
Thank you.
I don't think you understand how bad my short-term memory is.
G'day, lads.
Who are you?
I guess you would have seen them as they would have walked past the library, and that's quite an open entranceway. And you would have seen Oliver.
What was that about?
Well, as you know, I have a habit of lying and disguising myself.
Really?
Yeah, he does that.
Yeah, forget that. So I thought I'd go and ask Coniferous here a couple of questions that he might only tell Oliver. Told him to trust us, told us we need him back in Non. Didn't find out that much helpful information, really.
Well, gonna be honest with you, mate. Seeing my dead friend walking around again was a bit troubling for me.
Would you say traumatic?
I'd go so far as to say traumatic.
Are you guys just having this conversation in the hallway?
Yeah, but
that's
it's
what's
hushed.
currently happening.
It's hushed.
Are you gonna take your cake? Because at the moment I'm standing here
Oh,
holding.
that's a nice looking cake.
Whoa.
Thank you, I made it.
Just one moment.
I'll save it for the feast.
You guys hear as a couple of the people working the castle kind of come past you guys. They're not very sneaky, apparently.
This is a pre-feast cake.
A priest cake.
This is for you to eat because they're already making you one for the feast. So I'm giving this to you so you can have it now. You can cut it up as slice, you know.
Can I get a slice?
Thank
Sure,
you.
go ahead. Have a slice.
Let's save it for the bedroom. There's just one other thing I wanted to tell you, but I forgot because of those people walking past not very sneakily.
Well, we could do it if you remember in the bedroom, you can tell us there.
Oh, that's a great idea, actually. Thanks, Axel.
No
What's
worries.
next?
I kicked down the door because I have no hands.
Yeah, you guys go into your room. The hut's obviously gone because it's been more than 8 hours since
I
it was
cast
passed.
mending on the door so that it's fixed.
Thank you, Bazza.
You can just do that?
I can just do that.
Wow, so we can just break anything, huh?
Well,
I punch a hole in the wall.
oh, come on, mate. Mend that.
You're lucky there's no wild magic.
I remembered what I was going to say to you guys.
All right.
You might have found it traumatic, me disguising myself as Oliver, but I found it really therapeutic, because I did have some issues with myself and Oliver. I was really, feeling remorse and sadness and anger and, a lot of feelings about the whole situation, having lost him as a friend. But, you know what? I think becoming the thing that I was angry with and walking a mile in his roots really allowed me to, figure out how I felt about the situation, and I'm feeling a lot better now. Thank you, guys.
Right, so I'll get a slice of that cake then.
All right. Well, does anyone have a knife?
As you guys are eating and being merry, I'm just gonna...
Do you have a knife?
I have two.
I have
Swords.
dagger and ing.
Okay, well, I'll give it a go. I need to cut
No,
salt.
I'm not giving you my scimitar.
Can I just say you guys all rolled 6s and 9s?
For
that
what?
roll?
High fives.
I
What do you
turned
guys-
69. It's
what
the
do you-
numbers.
What do you guys add to your perception?
3.
3.
Axel, you notice that all of you guys' stuff that was kind of in the room has been tidied up a little bit, and the beds have been, even though they weren't made, they've just the beds have been pulled tighter, kind of checked. We make sure they're all properly clean and everything.
I'm gonna check to make sure nothing's missing from my stuff.
Yeah, do I still have dagger and ing?
Are there mints on the pillow?
There's
Yes.
just beef mints.
There is
There's 2 mints and 1 raw fish.
there's some of the herb mint
Oh, yeah.
on the pillows.
That's pretty good.
None of you guys think anything's missing from your stuff.
Cool.
Great.
All right. Well, here's a slice of the cake for you, and a slice of the cake for you, and 1 for me.
All right. I bite it.
Constitution saving throws. Weighted salt.
Okay, I got 12.
So I got rolled a 3 plus 2, but I do get advantage on anything ingested.
You do, so roll again, players.
And that was a nat 20 plus 3.
Champion.
They do
Bazza.
they crave the mineral.
They crave the mineral. Very good. I got a total of 2 because I have a +1 to my Constitution saving throw.
Cool, let's start at the top and we'll
You
work our way
rolled a
down.
nat 1.
Nee.
Nick, you are so happy with this gift. It's one of the nicest things you've ever been given for your birthday.
It's literally the nicest thing I've ever received.
This is the nicest thing I have ever received, barring my pedigree skull roll of high caliber and my trinket of the terrifying egg. So this cake is really heartfelt, and you know what, Axel, I think we're gonna be good friends.
Well, as soon as this adventure is over, I'm going back to my hut, unless someone else can convince me otherwise.
Well, we've got a space for you in Nan. I've been there 60 or
Yeah, I
so
heard the
years.
university's looking for a new teacher.
No, they've got a weasel.
Otherwise, I don't know what I'm doing after this. Maybe I'll stay with you in your hut.
Axel, you don't like the salt because you're used to freshwater fish.
Yeah, I hate it.
It's too salty for you. Bazza, you're used to a regular diet of things people eat.
Normal cake.
Normal cake
And
and,
all
things
that.
like that.
Your teeth break and shatter.
You take 2 poison damage.
Okay.
Because it's the only equivalent I could think of.
He just dies.
I take a bite. Ah!
You alright, Bazza? Is my cake not to your liking?
You better not be insulting my friend's baking, Bazza.
I was just assaulted.
Inspiration,
That was so
Charlie. Actually,
Thank you.
I'm gonna give everyone a point of inspiration because I absolutely loved Nick and Axel, your wee cake interaction. That was genuinely delightful. So I'm very happy with everybody in this moment.
That's my first inspiration. Everyone else has gotten fucking 12.
I think
Be
I've
better.
gotten 1.
Lucy hates me, loves Charlie.
It's just that I didn't like Oliver as much as I like Axel.
Room to grow.
Axel's my favourite character. I've already said this. Not on podcast, but I've said this multiple times.
I love the Axel. Axel loves
Right
him.
now, you're just like a parent who just said that in front of her 3 kids.
Yeah? Did I fucking stutter?
No, I'm.
You know what? When
Noticing.
when Oliver died, it was relaxing. Postpartum depression was hitting me hard for that one. And when I gave birth to
Me
Axel,
too.
I was so happy.
I love all my children equally, and none of you are my children. Anyway. So you guys have had your cake. You've eaten it too.
I was just gonna say that.
What are you guys thinking?
Well, what time is
you
it?
guys' room has been shuffled around? It would have been a couple hours since breakfast.
Should we go explore the gardens or maybe the whole upstairs? I don't know. Let's look around at places in the castle that seem forbidden, right? That could be fun. Could be a fun little thing that we could do together as friends.
The only thing that was forbidden was Corniferous's room, and I've already gone and done that.
Was it the only thing that was forbidden? Could we go upstairs?
Yeah, you guys have been told you can go anywhere except for Coniferous's room.
I want to find the most cursed room possible. Is there a dungeon?
You don't know. You haven't seen any stairs that go down, but you haven't seen the whole castle.
Look, I think we need to figure out what the fuck we're actually doing here. Like, you know, yep, we're in GLAMSKA Castle on Moon, you know, but we know that we're in Voynich.
Voynich.
We came from None.
Non.
We went through Mattoon.
Mattoon.
And then we went through Jivadoon and across Kang Lackey.
That's right.
Nah, yeah, you got that one.
But
you've forgotten a place.
we went to the, Plumber's Crack. Yes,
Pretty
I know
sus.
that.
Pretty sus.
You're missing another place.
You talking about your shack, Axel?
And Stilt Town, motherfucker.
No, you're right. Stiltoon with Geronimo. What the fuck are we doing here? Like,
Well,
are we gonna take Corniferous back to Non? What are we
I
doing?
personally care not for this corniferous adventure. I'm here on my own accord. And I've decided that I want to help a tree friend of mine who turns out they were cursed by someone in this castle, so I'm looking to fix that solution problem
True.
ASAP. The issue is I don't know where, how, or what to do for that.
And I've spent 68 years lying about being an adventurer, and now I'm a fucking adventurer. I don't know who I am anymore because I'm starting to be honest about who I am.
An existential crisis. I
Yeah.
have those on a day-to-day.
I suppose you could say I could probably
There's
teach
a
a
weasel you
biology
should go.
class. Done.
So you guys wanting to explore the castle?
I want to find a dungeon maybe or something. I want to figure out this mystery. Can I do an insight on myself to see if I can figure out what I'm thinking for this castle? Like, what is my thought for what I think the castle, like, how do I fix this tree problem and stuff like that? What is Axel thinking?
That's up to you, dude. That's your own, do you want an insight?
I
check
want
to
an
see-
insight
Do you want a
check.
hint?
Yeah.
Okay, let's roll for a hint. What do you add to your hint check?
What would it be? Is it wisdom?
Plus 20.
Plus 20.
Let's go with wisdom.
Plus 5 then.
Thinking about the person Bella you met who was in the tree.
Yeah.
In the tree.
In the tree, and kind of how it focused back on this castle. You think you'd be able to find answers if you were really looking for them?
Okay, that's my goal then. I'm going to really look around the castle, specifically for this purpose of trying to figure out the tree stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because I guess the guards being weird is my sort of thing. Is that they're being fucking strange and they abandon their post.
In terms of personal development,
I want to investigate the castle to see if I can kind of get towards my goal of helping Bella.
Sure.
And I would love for you guys to help. I would love for
yeah.
you all to help me figure out this whole tree mystery.
So where are
With
you guys
me.
gonna go?
Yeah, I think I want to go upstairs and look upstairs, because upstairs seems mysterious to me.
okay.
And that seems like, because it's unexplored, I think that's an interesting place to go.
So upstairs, it's not a lot. You think it's another kind of guest space. It's quite a large, fancy ballroom. Big chandelier in this one. Claude is actually changing the candles on that one currently.
Oh, Claude,
Yes?
can you come down here for a second, please?
Yep, 1 second.
I'll catch you.
They get down easy enough.
Hey, Claude, just wondering. Keep this between me and you because we've kind of gotten our own personal connection since meeting here. You know, we did the whole nighttime pee thing, talked about the screaming.
Sure.
Do you happen to know who in this castle might turn someone into a tree?
What?
Well, because I have a friend, hypothetically, who is a tree, and they were turned into a tree by this castle. Someone in this castle. Potentially the castle itself. I'm looking to solve that mystery. Can you point me in that direction? Because I am tough as nails.
That's horrible. I'm sorry something so awful happened.
It was a
to
hypothetical.
somebody. I'm so sorry something hypothetically happened to somebody.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I haven't...
Would you
I
be
haven't got any
inclined to
idea.
think corniferous hair would do that?
No, I don't think so.
Would someone else in the castle? Is there someone in the castle who isn't corniferous hair who might do that?
I don't think so.
Can I do an insight check?
Sure can. You can see that they're not giving up all the information they have.
Can you just pause for 1 minute? I'm going to talk to my friends really quick. We're going to discuss something.
Sure.
Stay here.
Can I finish on the candles?
Yeah, go ahead.
Claude climbs back up
I
and
throw
continues
you
with
up.
the candles. No. You don't?
I turn back to these guys. Hey everyone, I do have a special ability that makes it so that my intimidation checks are really good. So we could intimidate her into giving the information we want from her because she's withholding. So I don't know if you guys are cool with that, but if we wanted to, hypothetically,
What time is it?
It's a good
A
question.
little before lunch, maybe 11.
a little before lunch, maybe 11,
Sweet.
We're far enough. Can she hear us?
she's chandeliering.
Yeah, she'll probably be able to hear you.
Cool. I'm gonna flick a message to both of you.
How would you feel about me disguising myself as corniferous hair and coming back into the room in a moment and just being like, hey, tell them anything you want to know, bye, and then leaving again and coming back as Nick?
I think that Axe would want to try the nice option first, so we'll let you do that.
I'm not sure if it's the nice option, but continue.
Significantly nicer than me bullying someone, I must say.
Bazza?
What's going on?
What we've got going on here is I'm asking questions and she's withholding information. Now you're a guard, you know what that means.
Means we gotta interrogate her.
Exactly. So he's thinking that before we do that, he should disguise himself as Corniferous Hair, the wizard guy, and and lie to her, which I think would be nicer than us bullying her or tying her up and intimidating her.
Yo, good God, bad God.
Yeah, so we'll do that thing after that thing,
Yep.
if that doesn't work, okay?
Yep.
Hey, we're gonna step out and go, I'm speaking to Claude, and go have,
More cake!
yeah.
Nope, sorry. We're gonna have some of that pre-cake that Axel made me.
I made a cake, he loved it. I wasn't a huge fan, and nor was Bazza, but
I didn't like it.
I thought it tasted pretty okay.
It was just salt.
We're gonna go have a little bit more cake, and we'll see you tonight at the feast.
Have fun.
We
So you
exit.
guys all leave? Yeah.
Yeah.
And we duck off somewhere else, and I disguise self into Coniferous Hair.
Sure thing.
Wow.
And you go back in?
That's realistic.
Wait. Good luck, mate. Hand on shoulder. Bardic inspiration.
And you've got inspiration.
I head in to the room we were just in, upstairs.
As you walk into the room, she looks over to you and says, Coniferous, I wasn't expecting to see you up here.
No, you wouldn't.
Is there something wrong?
Well, I just thought I'd come and check in with you. I believe there was a tree man here earlier. He came and saw me. He let me know that there was a lot of crazy things happening all over the city. And I think our guests need to know what's truly going on Moon.
She looks you up and down. Does a 19 pass your spell save DC to the remove disguise self?
It does.
It does, I know. I'm pretending to shuffle and look, but it sure as heck do.
Can I help you with anything, Nick? What do you guys want?
Do we hear that?
Yes. She's up on a ladder. She says it quite loudly down to him.
I kick down the door. I use my face mask thing, my mask, which is, I think I said was just my head, again.
What?
Because I have a special astral mask. This
Right.
gives me proficiency in intimidation checks. I kick down the ladder.
Good
That's not an
grief.
intimidation check. That's an attack.
Okay, roll for, I don't know, athletics?
20.
You very strongly kick down the ladder. And she doesn't, properly land on her feet, but she doesn't seem, hurt by the fall.
I walk up to Claude.
I just come in afterwards and man to the door as I'm coming in.
I grab onto Claude and I'm going to do an intimidation check to convince her to tell me what we need to know.
What do you say?
Listen, I know that you're lying about something. A white lie, which means to withhold information. Now, is it a white lie? It's regardless. Irregardless.
Unirregardless.
Unirregardless.
Lee.
I need you to tell me this information, or else I will punch you in the face so hard that you won't have a nose anymore.
I'm gonna roll you an intimidation check.
Before that happens, can I just be like, yeah, get it, mate? And cast Enhance Ability.
Yeah, chill.
What does
Thank you.
ability do?
I'm going to give you Eagle Splendor, so you have advantage on charisma checks.
I'm gonna be rolling your intimidation check for you with advantage. And you're lucky you got that. What do you add to your intimidation?
So normally it'd be -2, but because I have proficiency in it now, it is just 1.
There is a reason we put you in the room that we did.
Oh?
And that's what she says, and she grabs the ladder back and puts it back onto the chandelier.
More elaboration, please?
I kick down the ladder.
There is a reason we put you in the bedroom that we did.
Okay, well I guess we'll go investigate our bedroom then.
So you guys are gonna...
Go back to the room.
Sure thing.
I kick
guess.
down the door.
Alright, mate.
Back to the room!
So what are you guys doing in your room?
First, I prop up the door and cast Mending on the hinges again.
In the upstairs one, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if we should have all left her there. One of us should have fucking stayed.
That's
I can
fine.
stay. I'm still mending the door.
I'll
stay.
I think you should go because you have good. You should go because you have good investigation, and I don't.
Now we're just metagaming.
True.
Well, if it's an investigation, then Baz is always keen. So that's not
I
metagaming.
I would
That's
say
him.
I don't think any of us would stay. I think we're all irresponsible.
I say, hey, watching you, then we leave.
I would have stayed, but I was so embarrassed about the fact she saw through my disguise that I've turned off the disguise and I'm just heading back real sourly.
In your room, what specifically are you guys doing?
I'm investigating to see if I can.
I want, like, specific things you're actually doing in the room.
I am going to investigate all my belongings just to see if anything has actually been taken or adjusted or edited or had a spell cast on it or altered in any way.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking on the floorboards and the stone walls for secret passages or something like that.
I'm doing a general look around to see if I can spot anything that looks kind of weird, out of place, and then I'm gonna investigate that further.
One of you has advantage.
Who?
The person who's looking at the right thing, I imagine.
Uh-huh.
you
And what
wanna
do you guys
know?
all add to your...
Investigation?
Yeah.
None.
You don't add anything?
Plus
Bazza?
4.
And mine is +3, but I would also like to...
No.
I've got Bardic Inspiration and
Oh,
Inspiration.
okay, sorry, yeah. Sorry, I thought you were going to say you want to do another thing while doing this.
No.
Bardic Inspiration, you're more than allowed to.
Yeah, I will roll my Bardic Inspiration on this as well, just in case. So that's a D8 thanks to Charlie.
No problem.
That is a 2.
Axel, with kind of no focus, you're not really finding anything in particular. The room looks much the same as it did when you were in here just earlier, when it's all been tidied up, but beyond that you can't really notice anything. Nick, all of your stuff is there.
Nothing's been changed.
Nothing's been changed, bar it just kind of being tidied up so it looks a bit neater.
What about the cake?
It's what was left of the cake is still there.
I grab a slice.
Sure thing.
Bernie Sanders should give away 90% of his birthday cake.
Good.
Funny one.
Bazza,
Yeah.
as you're looking around, you notice the wardrobe has slight kind of scuff marks under it, and the floorboards don't look quite right.
Classic, mate. Hey, boys, come here. I'm gonna show you something. This is a little god trick here. Look down here. You see them scuff marks?
Yes, I say after a mouthful of cake.
This suggests that this wardrobe is moved constantly. You can see that there, right? Notice also the floorboards, right? Cleaner, right? There should be dust here, shouldn't there? Look at the rest of the room.
I don't understand what you mean in the slightest.
Here's what I'm talking about. I grab the wardrobe and I slide it.
Let's see if you can do that in a cool way. Yeah, you're actually pretty cool. You're pretty strong about it. You're pumped up on the energy of investigating something to full fruition. You move the wardrobe out of the way, and you can quite clearly see a trapdoor.
Check that out, mates. I'm a genius.
Oh wow, it's a trapdoor.
I use my
Lift the
mage
door.
hand to create an invisible hand, which opens the door so that we can gain access.
And it's automatic. Look at that.
So your mage hand lifts up
Right
the
now.
trapdoor, and it's quite dark underneath, and there's a ladder going down.
Does anyone here need some extra protection before we go down?
I think you do.
You-
I've got an AC of 19.
Got an AC of 18.
Punch me right now.
All right. I rolled a hit. I got a nat 20.
Holy shit. He
Double
did.
damage on your hit. Don't take it back now.
Because I'm not proficient, that is just my strength bonus. Yeah, so it's just 2.
Cool, so you take 2 damage.
Ow, why'd you actually hit me? Now I get to hit you.
Okay.
No, I've got a shield here if either of you want this shield.
You could try, right?
No.
Dodge.
Are you guys going down the ladder? Is
Yeah.
that what's happening?
I'm gonna
Yes,
use-
I cast mage armor on myself.
I'm gonna use acrobatics so I can go down the ladder upside down.
I'm also going to use acrobatics so I can go down the ladder upside down, but I'm going to do it cooler.
I'm gonna do it way cooler.
Okay, both of you gonna roll for acrobatics?
I got a 21.
I got 19 plus 7. I got 26.
Damn it.
You guys both do it very cool. Axel, you do it way cooler.
What did you
It's-
ask to roll? Was it
It's just a
athletics?
ladder. You guys don't need to roll anything.
We were doing
Cool.
it in a cool way.
Yeah, I know, but you inspired me, so I rolled a 2. Plus
You-
0.
You trying to do the same fancy tricks they do. You trip and fall
Uh,
on the way down.
I am going to use my... If I can't use my uncanny dodge, then I use my evasion.
What?
You can't use your
This
uncanny
isn't a
dodge, it's
hit.
falling.
Fuck.
It's the same with
We've been over
evasion.
this. Or evasion, no.
Fuck.
You take 3 damage on your fall.
Fine.
So from where you guys are, you're kind of in a hallway-esque space.
Yeah.
Down one of the full length of the hallway, you can see 3 doors. And then if you go around the corner of the other hallway, you can see 2 doors there. What do you guys want to do?
Maze. Can I do a look perception? See if any doors have any special iconographics.
Me too, thanks.
And I'd like to do an investigation. I'm checking under the thresholds of the door for airflow.
Okay.
Fucking evasion.
You guys aren't seeing anything in particular. Rest on the doors are all quite the same. I mean, it's underground. There's no particular airflow or anything. There's nothing strictly to them.
I guess we do what you do in normal situation
In a maze.
in a maze and start.
Hug left.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Go left.
Let's go left.
Cool. So you guys are going through the door to the first room.
I punch down the door.
I'm Mandy.
So you're going in first?
Yes.
Cool.
I'm gonna die.
I guess
Now-
I'm in the middle since you're mending the door.
Yeah.
I need you guys to pay attention. Lots
Okay.
of things are going to happen. So I need you guys fully paying attention, and you guys aren't allowed to say anything right now.
Okay.
The first thing that happens is Axel is teleported across the room behind a glass wall, and immediately sand falls down around him, filling it up to the brim. The other thing you can see is a big paragraph resting on one of the walls, and then shields across the other. I'm going to start a timer. In 90 seconds, Axel is going to start taking damage for drowning, in a sense, in sand.
Suffocating.
Suffocating. That's the word. Suffocating. That's the word I was looking for. I was trying to think of this yesterday and I couldn't think of a word, so I put down drowning.
Sand ground.
Suffocating. What are you gonna do? You can't say anything, Axel.
I read
At
the
all?
paragraph.
No, you're in a sand room. You can't say anything.
You're
at
taking
all.
our time. We read the paragraph.
So there's quite a few things. What has to be broken before you can use it? That's the first line. You walk into a room that contains a match, a kerosene lamp, a candle, and a fireplace. What would you like first? Line under that says, the more of this there is, the less than you see. What is it? The next line says, I'm tall when I'm young, I'm short when I'm old. What am I? And the bottom one says, what has a head and a tail but no body?
I know the answers to all of these.
Can you run through them again?
What has to be broken before you can use it?
Yep.
You walk into a room that contains a match, a kerosene lamp, a candle, and a fireplace. What would you like first? The more of this there is, the less than you see. What is it? I'm tall when I'm young, I'm short when I'm old. What am I? What has a head and a tail but no body?
The last one's coin.
There's also shields across one of the walls. And on those shields, there is a candle, there's a plain black shield, a coin, a match, and an egg.
Egg is first.
So what are you going to do?
Put egg on first shield.
So all of the shields have these images on them.
Take egg.
So you're going to take off the shield that has an egg on it?
Yeah.
And I'm going to roll an inside check for you. You notice that the hook slightly like pulls up when you bring the shield off. First round of damage, 11. I'm rolling a D12 for those at home for damage.
I'm gonna die.
The second line of the paragraph was...
You walk into a room that contains a match, a kerosene lamp, a candle, and a fireplace. What would you like first? 3 damage.
There was a candle or a match there on one of the shields. Match on the shield.
Yeah.
So you're going to take off the shield and put on the match one?
Yeah.
How much damage did I take?
3 for that last one. 5 for this one.
The third line is darkness. Is there a darkness symbol?
There's a plain black shield.
That one.
Good work.
1 damage.
The fourth one is candle, so we do that one.
Sure thing. 5 damage.
And the last one is coin.
Put the coin one up as well. You last take 12 damage. As you have the shield in all the right order, the glass vanishes and all the sand pours across the room.
Fucking
Excellent.
well done.
Typical Wednesday, huh?
Love riddles, mate. I've got a little book of them.
How are you doing after all of that?
Well, 12.
Sorry, what?
On a scale of 1 to 51, I would put myself at a 12.
Man, if you guys had taken much longer, boy would have been on to saving throws.
And it would have been my second time dying this season.
I would give you something to help yourself, but I kind of gave all of my healing things to a doctor who turned out to be a werewolf.
It's okay. Bazza punched me in the face, which is, I almost died from
You did tell me to.
Did I?
Yep. You said punch me.
I'd say you made that up.
We can check the recording.
This is that.
What recording?
This is that.
Stop breaking the fourth wall.
You're
That's my
contagious.
thing.
You're contagious.
Congratulations on surviving the room.
Do we get anything for it?
Yeah, is there anything
Life.
in the room?
No.
Okay.
There's nothing else in the room whatsoever?
No.
All right. Well, I guess
I
we
take
go.
a pocket of sand.
Okay.
I take a pocket of I take one of the shields
Yeah, sure.
and I throw it at the wall.
Okay. It goes clang.
Nice. I go into the second room from the left. I'm going first again for some reason.
In this room, it's fully decked out. Bazza, you would actually kind of recognize what it looks like.
The guard tower from...
It looks like a guard's equipment room. There's armor and weapons and shields and a couple potions. And it's like fully decked out, kitted out for a small army. You could probably kit up 20 people to be fully ready for combat with this.
I relay that to the team, just like talking that out, just being like, oh yeah, I know shit about this.
I don't use weapons, but I appreciate the look of it.
Hey, them punches are weapons, huh?
Yeah, well, I guess my fists are legally weapons.
You couldn't hit me though.
My 20?
Did you hit him?
Yeah.
Okay,
He's
roll.
proficient in punching too.
Cool, roll for damage.
That's okay, I'm not using my arms, so it's only +4.
Doubled, bitch.
14 damage?
14 damage, fucking hell.
Bazza's holding his jaw, and he's like, oh, that's fair, mate. I did get you one.
Yep, and I don't remember what exactly you said to make me punch you, but I did it.
Are you guys taking anything from the room?
Is there any, health-related stuff, like a health potion or something?
There are 4 health potions.
I'm gonna take one and give it a good chug-a-lug.
Cool.
I might chug-a-lug all of them.
You gain 4.
Do you have some hit die or something?
I'd
Surely
like
that's
to.
a better...
I'd like to do a chug-a-lug as well. I just took 14 damage.
You also gain 4. There are 2 health potions left.
Guys, are you sure you should be drinking that? Can I do like an arcana or investigation check on those?
Yeah. I'll let you do it.
That's true.
Oh, I got a 5 + 3, so 8.
You don't really know much about potions.
No, I don't.
You've seen them before, and you've used them a couple times in this adventure, but that's the first time, so you have no background knowledge or anything on them.
It was red, therefore it was good.
Yeah, red means good.
Red
So
means heal.
There's 2 potions left. Are you guys going to do anything?
I feel like we should take these on our journey.
Yeah, pocket them. I look at the swords. Are there any scimitars? Any ones that would look better than mine?
No, sorry.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys have been in that room with the shields and the sand.
And
You guys have been in the equipment room. On this hallway, there's another room.
in the hallway
Yeah, there's another room attached to this hallway.
to the weapons room.
No.
Beyond the weapons room.
No one opens the door.
Do you want to go? Does one of you who has more than 16?
Yeah,
health
okay.
wanna go first?
I'll go
What
first.
happened?
I got drowned in sand.
That's right.
That just happened. Literally, this isn't a different session. We had lunch, and you forgot about that.
This is for you, Axel.
And I use my goat foot to kick in the door.
Do you want to try a roll for strength? See if you can
Sure.
properly shove it down.
That's 13.
Even as you try to kick it, it doesn't quite open.
Hold on, I think you did it wrong.
I do
I'm
that
gonna-
thing where like I just kick it again, like no change in style, stance, strength, anything. I just keep trying.
I give it a fucking. Hold on, I'll demonstrate. I give it a fucking.
Demonstrate for the listeners.
Like a whoop-pow, you know?
Can you
like I-
describe that?
That was a terrible technique.
No form ass.
That was a
Kind of an
whoop-pow.
almost roundhouse kick, but not.
That's
just
not a
in the sense-
roundhouse kick.
Just
That's
in the sense that you turned very dramatically when you did it.
It's what's it called?
So I kicked the
Pivot
door.
kick.
I'll get you to roll for strength.
12.
12, you can't get through it either.
Okay, well this door is invincible, and therefore.
No door's invincible, mate.
What did you roll?
I'm not rolling anything. I walk up and cast knock.
Oh, what does that do? Open door.
Open door, pretty much.
That's what you used on the castle door, if you remember correctly.
So the door swings open.
That's how you do it, mate.
The knocks rings out
Oh, loud.
across the room.
Across
We-
the
yeah.
300
Oh my
feet.
god.
Before you is a very narrow room with another door on it with kind of cell bars across the top of it. And in there is a woman behind the next locked door. Who's there?
Me. Oh. I thought you were asking.
G'day.
Hello, I'm Axel Gribheim. I will be your pilot this evening. Just kidding. I'm here to break you out of prison unless you're bad. Who are you?
I'm Elizabeth. Can you please let me out of here, please?
What did you do to end up in there, Elizabeth?
I didn't do anything. I got kidnapped.
Bye.
Coniferous.
Why?
I knew he was bad.
I'm a noble from Forkor. I'm Elizabeth Bathory.
4 core and 7 more, 13
I-
years ago.
I'm gonna roll.
For coroners.
History.
Actually, you guys can all roll history checks.
I rolled a 19 again.
Also.
11.
Axel, you don't really recognize it, but you don't know a lot of people, so you're not very shocked. Bazza, yep, you've heard the name Bathory before.
Oh yeah, I've heard the name.
What is it, Bathory?
I can't remember how to pronounce it now.
So you invented the bath?
Look,
And-
bathrobe.
I'm not done. And you're right. She's saying the truth. They're a family from Forkor. Nick, you know that they're a very, very important family.
Am I from Forkor?
Yeah.
I am.
So the people that ruled, you're not related to them.
She's not a satyr.
She's not a satyr. She's a
That you
human.
know of?
You know there's a noble family in Forkor with the last name Bathory.
Huh. She speaks truth. That is a royal family. I don't know if she's part of it, but like...
She improperly imprisoned.
I mean, I'd believe that you were a princess. You look like one.
Aww. Thank you. I don't think I've looked like a princess for a long time, but I still appreciate
She looks
it.
like a prisoner.
Well, I'm being polite. Yeah, she looks like a prisoner. She's in prison, you fucking
Looks
moron.
like she hasn't bathed in weeks.
Anyway,
How long have you been imprisoned for?
months.
Days,
I'm-
even.
I'm from a very powerful family. I don't know what he really wants with me. He doesn't tell me anything.
Family can't be that powerful if they've not sent anyone to help you. I hope you don't think we're that adventuring party.
Well, hold on.
I'm
Hold on.
desperately hoping you're planning on freeing me.
Hold on.
I'm thinking about it.
Do they know that you've been kidnapped?
Don't know.
So,
I would
Coniferous...
imagine so.
Now, I'm just going to ask you a quick and cheeky question because I think that this would kind of answer a couple questions I have. Did Corniferous say anything when he was kidnapping you, / has he done anything yet?
I've been trapped in here. I haven't been told anything. He
Okay.
hasn't had a, evil villain monologue
Okay.
where they tell you all of their plans.
Well, I was thinking that he was, experimenting on you or something, but that's fine. I kicked down the cell door. I'll try to.
You're gonna
I
roll a
step
strength
back.
check. What'd you get?
Net one.
You bounce off the door.
Whoa. Doors here are pretty sturdy. Oh, wait, I have
If you want to. Otherwise, I'll just do the thing I do.
Yeah, I think my hoof hurts from when I was attacking that last door. Do you want to do something here, Bazza?
Yeah, right. Lads, we're not here to fuck spiders.
What?
I cast knock.
And another, very loud knock rings out from down here.
That's the one.
just like that. Thank you so much. I haven't been free in a very long time.
I did you a favor. You owe me one.
Your voice has become more and more JFK every session. I can't ignore it anymore.
It's been long enough. I have to speak my mind.
You keep going and being like, I've just freed you from prison.
And she steps out of the room and she just kind of stretches, glad to be kind of out of her small cage.
You weren't wearing like handcuffs?
No, she was.
Wow, that's a chill.
A lot of people in cells don't.
Yeah, that doesn't
Think of
usually
prison.
happen.
Well, I was thinking like medieval dungeon where they're strapped up by the arms the whole time, like in Aladdin.
Shackles and stuff.
Yeah, for real.
Guess I'm fortunate to that not be the case.
Yeah, well, you would say so.
I'm gonna roll a perception check real quick. What do you add to an arcana check?
Is intelligence.
Bazza?
Intelligence? What do I add specifically?
Yeah.
-1.
-1. You still managed to notice that in the room that she was in, there was kind of like a no magic, sort of like there was something blocking off all magic.
Like a sort of dispel magic area.
Yeah, that sort of thing.
Air feels different here.
You don't know that.
I felt it in my bones.
No, you don't. Bazza knows it.
The air feels different here.
Elizabeth goes past you guys out into the hallway, looking around.
Where do you plan on going, lovely lady?
Whoa, hold on. Don't be so perverted. Where do you plan on going, lovely lady? I'm gay.
I guess my goal is to not get captured again. She looks around and goes into the equipment room and starts putting on some armor.
Are you
Well,
coming with
Light
us?
armor. Hoping so.
Working
You guys are
quick.
going to protect me?
Do you know how to fight?
Do you know how to
A little bit.
magic?
Yeah, we've got magic in our family.
What kind of magic? What's your tricks?
I'm not quite as well trained as everyone else in my family.
Can you cast firebolt?
I actually can cast firebolt.
Very cool. Like fire, hot. Make wall burn.
These are stone walls.
Oh, Mark Wahlberg.
And she starts like to continue to look around to see what else she can find.
That was the only room, right? It was just 3 rooms, and we found.
So there's 3 rooms on that
To the
side,
left.
and then on the other side, kind of like it's like there's one huge room in the middle,
Okay.
and there were 2 sets of rooms on each side. There was the 3 on one side, and there was the 2 on the opposite.
So we've got 2
Oh,
rooms left on
outside.
the other side.
Do you know if there are any other prisoners, Elizabeth?
I don't know. I
Should
haven't
we-
seen anything.
Should we do a check? Like look through the rooms, or
Yeah.
Alright.
alright, I'm ready for another room.
we'll check?
I walk up to the nearest door.
I think we saved the center door for last because it feels important and like the climax. And if we attack the other doors first, we'll be fine.
So you guys gonna go through one of the other doors?
Yeah, I walk to it and I cast Shatter on it.
What
Nice.
does that do?
That's a good spell.
Shatters it.
Yeah.
A sudden loud ringing noise, painfully intense, erupts from a point of my choice within range. Each creature in a 10-foot radius sphere centered on that point must make a Constitution saving throw. A creature takes 3d8 thunder damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one. Inorganic material, such as stone, crystal, or metal, has disadvantage on this saving throw. A non-magical object that isn't being worn or carried also takes the damage if it's in the spell area.
How far away are we from Nick?
I'd say everyone was within that range.
If he's choosing to do it on the door?
Yeah, the door is my point
Yeah.
of contact. Are we
The
all
door
10
is-
foot within
I mean,
the...
did you warn anybody?
I said that we were going to check out the next room, I guess, and then
So-
pointed at it and
So the
cast
kind
it
of
on
thing
it.
where everyone would follow you.
Well, I don't have to walk up to it.
Oh, how far away can you be?
Well, it's a 10-foot radius, and I know that, so I guess I would stay 10 feet away.
Okay, I'll give you that. No one takes any damage. from
Okay,
it.
thank fucking God, because I could have died from that.
I'll give you that. That makes sense.
Tom dies twice in a season.
The door shatters, and you get into the room, and it's an incredibly long room. You notice it actually runs all the way down. The other door goes into this room as well, and it's like kind of a thin hallway. And then in front of you, and all the way down to the other end of the hallway, are just rows and rows and rows of cells, all filled with people. Everyone is just standing very still, just kind of facing forward. I'm going to roll perception checks for everybody.
You know, we've been using a lot of very loud spells in our secret endeavor under this place.
Axel, looking across through all of these cells, you actually recognise quite a few of the faces. Although you didn't really know them, they're people that you had actually had on the boat with you.
Oh.
Nick, you see a couple familiar faces. You spot 1 or 2 people you met in Mattoon, a couple people you met in Givadon, and you also see a very, very familiar face.
Wait,
Like since
since
People that you had previously met in Mattoon and Givadon.
on
Like-
this adventure?
Yeah.
wow.
How did they get here before me? They were teleported here or something? Oh
Good
no.
think. You see the face of your younger sister.
Oh shit.
All right.
Oh
Bazza.
shit!
Looking around, you recognise a lot of people you've met. Robert Southey from Mattoon.
Oh, Robbie, you
Um,
bully frother.
You recognise Betty as one of the people.
Betty.
And you recognise Oliver.
Ollie.
So everyone in the cell is standing kind of facing you guys. There are some people that have their eyes kind of hollowed in and very dark, and they look like they're kind of slowly rotting, and there are some people that just look very pale and kind of almost exhausted. And you and Bazza, you managed to put together that the people that you've met that have died are the ones that have slightly decaying forms and very deeply sunken in eyes.
How many prisoners did you say it was?
There'd be 200.
Fuck.
Christ.
It's all of the cells are absolutely crammed with people. No one's sitting down or lying down. It's just rows and rows of people facing forward.
There are like a bunch of people per cell.
Yes.
I know some of these people. I boated them across, and they ended up here.
Did you boat, and I point to Oliver, did you boat that one across?
You don't think you did?
No, because I think I would remember an 8 foot tall woodman.
Just asking.
I know. I'm just saying.
I kind of fall down on my knees, and Nick is just staring at his sister. Did you take this one across in a boat?
You're putting on the dramatic voice now.
You actually think you saw her?
Yeah, positive. You know, actually, it was a funny story. We talked about her brother, who's like he's a disgraced adventurer. He sucks, and everyone hates him. You're a physicist.
I thought you never talked to anyone before on the boat.
Oh, some of them.
How does she look, Lucy? Can I roll some sort of investigation, arcana, or just general perception to see if she looks like she is
go for it.
decaying or...
The only person that had noticed the difference between the pale and tired looking and the decaying and dead was Bazza.
Well, regardless, I want to see how my sister is doing. And that is a 12 plus what skill?
Perception?
That is 15. I was going to ask for investigation instead, but I have the same skill for both.
She looks exhausted.
Nicola!
Does she look dead to me?
No.
Should we set these people free, or...?
I wave my hand in front of a bunch of them, including Oliver, and seeing if there's any sort of pupil response.
Nothing.
Do we know if are they, right in the head?
I'm still waving in front of their eyes, and I'm like, look, I don't think so.
Can I
don't know what to do about this, guys, but that is my sister, Nicola. She's younger than I, but she's there. I'm panicking. I don't know what to do.
You're seeing a family member?
Yep, that's my sister.
Can I look for a specific person? Can I see my husband?
You see him.
Oh.
Do you want to roll perception to see if you can see anything else?
Not great. 13.
You just don't know, but you definitely see he's there.
I'm gonna walk over to him. Grant?
Doesn't say anything back.
I just kind of reach in, try to touch his face.
He doesn't move or anything or acknowledge.
Guys, Grant's dead.
You
Grant.
told us.
You
Grant
told us
died.
that, yeah.
He drowned in the lake a while ago. He was eaten by, like a sea monster.
He drowned and was eaten.
Well, he was pulled under and drowned like a crocodile.
Right.
And that's why I've kind of stayed so close to the lake for so long, because I've wanted to be near him. But he's here, but he's dead, and I don't know what to do.
That's how I'm feeling too. My
Sister was always there for me, even though my family wasn't, and I don't know what I'm meant to feel right now.
Alright, mates. I'm going to share a little something with you guys.
Okay.
The ones who I know are dead are... Whatever these things are, their copies look dead, right? They look sunken in,
Like Oliver?
rotten, like Oliver.
Is Grant dead?
Look at him.
I tried.
Well, he looks like rotten and shit. Your sister just looks tired. I think she's still good.
Okay.
As to what specifically this may be, no idea.
Oh, that's super helpful. Thanks, Bazza.
Your sister's alive, though.
Okay,
I
great.
think.
She's not responding to me
Well,
waving in front of her.
Here's the thing, right? Because we put up Ollie, right? Right in the middle
yeah,
of
yeah,
town.
and we made a statue and everything. We did a whole thing.
We did a whole thing.
Yeah.
That was Ollie.
Yeah, it was.
This ain't Ollie.
Which brings me to my next piece of confusion. I disguised myself as Oliver and went and spoke to Corniferous Hair, who did not react.
He's a wizard.
Yes,
You might have seen right through it.
He might have, but he didn't give anything away to show that he didn't believe I was the real Oliver, and he didn't act like I had escaped from some sort of well, for lack of a better word, zombie state. You know, like Plumer's Pass.
During this, at some point, Elizabeth pipes in and she looks horrified by all of the people standing in front of her. She's like, it had to have been Coniferous. Look what he did to me. Look what he did to all of these people. I don't know what we can do.
Yeah, I mean, you were just locked in a cell. You seem pretty fine. Were you getting fed regularly, or?
I was given food and
Okay,
stuff.
well that's better than what's happened to them. Shut up, Elizabeth. Guys, I want...
I cast dancing lights to see if that registers in their pupils, see if anybody reacts from within the cages.
Any dilating or anything.
Yeah, just to see if they react, because it is just lights.
I'm gonna roll perception for you. The lights kind of go off and you don't see anything in particular.
I go up to one of the cells.
But no one's like turning or anything to them.
One of the cells where none of us have sort of recognized any folk in there. And I put my hand against the cell door and I cast Dispel Magic. And I want to see if that does anything to that area in that cell.
Nothing happens.
No,
Maybe we
bit
should
of waste of a spell this.
move on.
Move
and
on.
Go.
I don't even know how I'm feeling about the situation, and you want me to make a decision about whether or not...
We're leaving or staying. I just can't do that.
I don't know what to do in this situation at all, Axel.
I think that the best thing to do is go and kill the bad guy, right? Because then at least if they're trapped in here somehow, they'll be saved in a way, right?
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm pretty heartbroken at the moment.
I can imagine.
Not even breaking the fourth wall at all.
We can figure out how to save them, I think, Elizabeth says. There must be.
I think a lot of them are beyond saving, Elizabeth.
Well, like here? Or like if we keep moving?
I don't know.
I think Grant is gone. I think everyone here is gone. I think it's time to move on.
Well,
How dare you? That's my sister.
Like I said, I don't think everyone's gone. I think some sort of copy thing is going on here. And the ones who are dead are decaying.
Bazza, I'm going to be honest with you right now. It's getting very uncomfortable for me to be around my husband's corpse, and I'm not feeling great, and I'd like to leave the room, if that's okay.
Yeah, I'm alright with that.
You can stay, Nick. You can stay behind. I'm leaving.
I just want to save my sister. If I was a real adventurer, I'd probably know what to do in this situation and how to save her. And what would I tell you I had done if I was lying about this situation? That's how I need to think about it. I would have single-handedly knocked down the walls and saved... I've got nothing.
Let's
I walk out of the room.
Okay.
Is there still one more room, or...?
There is the center room.
I go to kick down the door, and then I think a little bit more about it, and I open it with a door handle instead.
It doesn't open.
It's locked.
I'm at a Nox, mate. I can cast it at a higher level, actually. I'll just cast Knock at a higher level.
Well, actually, I think that's a bad idea. I think that you need to save your powers for when we actually go and fight Corniferous.
Wait a second. I have a lockpick kit.
What?
I've got lockpicks. I can try and lockpick.
How long have you had that?
Well, since we left Non. I think I tried it once and didn't succeed.
Oh, that's right. I mended one of them, I think.
No, you said you would and he threw it away.
Ah.
Okay, so I rolled a 19.
The door unlocks and you can swing it open.
I did it! Guys, I am a real rogue. I unlocked something.
And when
Great.
the door opens, you all feel this wave of arcana rush over you. And you're all immediately aware that wild magic is in full, strong effect.
Airhead different here.
As you look into the room, it's a very thick, like concrete floor,
and like thick stone with a giant pit in the middle that if you look down far enough is glowing a very deep red. And as you guys kind of step into the room, Elizabeth begins to laugh.
Oh shit.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it is pretty funny, isn't it?
I don't know what's funny. I didn't tell a joke.
I never thought I'd feel this powerful. And she...
It's fucking Breck.
Oh, you wish. And she immediately casts Lightning Bolt on Bazza.
Alright.
I'm going to get everyone to roll for initiative.
Woo!
Do I get initiative advantage because I'm a monk, or is that's only a thing for like rangers and fighters, right?
Rangers and
Barbarians,
barbarians.
yeah,
I'm
not
going
me.
to use my inspo on that.
Yeah, I think no.
I'm not. I would, but I'm not. 9.
7.
21.
21.
Unnatural.
Yeah.
So Elizabeth is going to get her surprise attack in first. And its lightning strikes into you, Bazza.
Okay.
And you need to make a dexterity saving throw.
26.
My goodness, and you pass. But you have to take half as much damage on a fail. You take half of 24 damage, 12.
Okay.
Bazza, it's your turn.
I am going to rush forward and do a defensive slash. So, does a nat 20 hit?
Yes.
Excellent. Excellent indeed, because that is going to be a d6 slash...
I'm sorry, can I just do something really quick? I forgot to roll wild magic for Elizabeth.
Right.
10, nothing happens.
Okay. This is going to be doubled, firstly.
Yep.
So that is 6, 7, plus 4, 11, 22 on the first slash.
Alright.
That puts my AC up 6 as well. So that is my AC for the next round is going to be 24. And then I'm going to do 2 more slashing attacks.
Go for it.
18.
That hits.
5 damage on my second hit. And that is a 26.
Also hit.
So that is 8 damage on my third hit.
Cool, so total damage, 35 damage. And you run and you just throw slashes and swipe at her just, like, relentlessly. I think seeing so many people so hurt is a powerful inspiration. She takes a big chunk of damage and she looks visibly cut up about it. Immediately she casts Scorching Ray, just kind of flings her arms out and 3 bright beams go and hit all 3 of you. Nick, Bazza and Axel. I'm going to make a attack against all of you.
Does wild magic happen before the spell is cast or after?
Oh, no, sorry, before, but I roll it usually after. Does a 14 hit you, Nick?
Thankfully, I put on my mage armor earlier and it lasts 8 hours, so it no longer hits me as my armor class is 15.
Very good. Axel, does a 15 hit you?
It doesn't hit me.
Bazza, does a 21 hit you?
No.
She rolled terribly against all of you guys.
21 isn't
Wild
terrible.
magic.
No, her modifier is very high.
Oh, yeah.
And she, wild magic for 17. Wild magic happens.
Ooh.
That's how strong the wild magic is. I want to tell the listeners, can you all, like, not listen for a second?
Yeah.
If you die within the next minute, you come back to life as by the reincarnation spell. I'm so pleased with this.
Okay, you guys can listen again. And then it's her turn. Axel, it's your turn.
Sweet. So I'm going to start off this turn by using my bonus action to summon my arms. I now have special arms that are longer range, 10 foot. So I can stay 10 foot away. I get 2 attack actions with that.
Min.
How far away am I from her?
You'd be within 20 feet.
Okay, I'm going to walk up so that I'm in 10 feet.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw my first punch. Does not a great roll. I'll use my inspiration. Why not? Never mind.
Sorry.
It's okay, Charlie.
I pointed out that he had inspiration, and then he rolled a 1.
I rolled a
Oh,
6
buddy.
first, right?
Yeah.
So 6 plus 8. Does that hit? Whatever that is.
14.
14 hit.
No, it does not.
Okay. Well, I missed the first one, but I'll go for a second hit anyways.
Go for it.
That's better. That's more like it. 24.
Hits.
And with that hit, I'm going to use Stunning Strike. I just use 1 key point, and they have to succeed on a Constitution saving throw or be stunned until the end of next turn.
Constitution.
I'm gonna roll her Constitution saving throw.
Might be in
17.
the book. So yeah, they
17
pass.
passes.
Yeah.
Oh, lucky. So you
Not
still
lucky.
managed-
We're trying to beat them. Thanks, Lizzie.
So you still managed to get your punch in, but it doesn't stun her.
Yeah, I have
what
to-
damage does this
That's
do?
D6, I believe. I say, take this, magic princess, and deal 9 damage.
The punch definitely lands, but it's not as horrific as you'd like.
Yeah,
Nick.
not as good as Bazza's slashes.
No.
My packed turn was not so packed.
Seeing Oliver made me quite upset now that I no longer have anger and resentment towards him, but seeing my sister captured did fill me with a bit of rage. So seeing how much I managed to destroy that door with Shatter, I choose to cast it on the Elizabeth Magic Princess.
Cool, what do you do?
More like Elizabeth. What do I do?
Troy,
Yes,
we're both within 10 feet of her, just so you know.
Are you?
But you can center it further.
Yeah, further towards something else so
Yeah.
that she's within range, but you guys aren't.
Yeah.
Yeah, both of them would have been in front of her. She would have definitely gone quite deep into the... Not quite deep. Into
Yeah,
the
so
a little deeper into
I
the
am
room.
on the side of her that they're not.
Yeah.
Slightly far away, so they are not in range.
Cool. I'm going to get you to roll for wild magic really, really quick.
Really quick.
That's an 11.
Nothing happens.
And then it's 3d8.
You get to roll
Constitution
the
saving throw first.
Oh, sorry.
It just instantly does damage. It's the best D&D spell.
Sorry, yes. Constitution saving throw.
19.
Fuck. I believe that passes. So she will only take half as much damage.
Yep.
I did roll a 6 and 2 5, so that is 16, so she takes 8 damage.
She sure does. You can see the magic kind of pushes her back just a touch. And after your turn, in bust in Coniferous and Claude. And Coniferous immediately casts Fireball at Elizabeth. Wild magic for that real quick. 6, nothing happens.
Sorry, wait. Corniferous cast Fireball at Elizabeth?
Yep.
Yeah. He had her in a prison.
Okay. I have no further questions, Your Honour.
I just think he isn't the bad guy.
And Elizabeth casts Counterspell, actually. So I'm going to also roll Wild Magic for her. 4, Wild Magic happens. All of you immediately feel a vulnerability to a type of damage.
Do we know?
Can we see if we know?
No, but it's everybody, and I'll let you guys know, including Coniferous, Claude, and Elizabeth.
Do we recognise it? If it's psychic damage, I argue that we may be able to recognise it, as we've had that type of magic cast on us before.
You lucky fucks. Yeah, you, Bazza and Nick, you both know it's psychic damage. Nobody else in the room would know.
You have psychic damaging moves, both of you, right?
Yes, we do. We're
Yeah.
gonna berate the shit out of her.
Ah!
And with Fireball being a 3rd level spell, the spell just doesn't quite work. You can see the Fireball start to go towards Elizabeth and then fizzle out within a couple of feet. And that is Coniferous' turn. And then Claude is going to slice at Elizabeth with her short sword.
I like Claude. In my head, Claude is in like a butler outfit.
Unfortunately enough, Claude's slash doesn't land, kind of goes past Elizabeth, and it's so kind of rough. She actually stumbles forward a little bit as she's doing it. We're back at the top of the turn order with Bazza.
Alright. Bazza will bestow a curse upon Elizabeth.
Mm-hmm.
Oi, cunt!
That is the most non-Australian curse there is.
And she has to make a wisdom saving throw or be cursed.
Rough. I assume a 10 doesn't do it.
10 does not do it.
10 does not do it.
So, I choose her Constitution saving throw. That will be at disadvantage now. She also has disadvantage on attack rolls against me. While cursed, on her turn, she must make wisdom saving throws, and if she fails, she wastes an action doing nothing, and I do an extra d8 of damage to her when I attack the next time. God, bestow curse is a good spell.
Do we all
I'm going to
do
get
an
off
extra
wild
D8
magic,
damage?
Charlie.
True. No, just me.
Okay.
3.
Wild magic.
Oh, that's something I haven't read part of that before because it wasn't in the bullet points. At the DM's option, you may choose an alternative curse of... Oh, choose the nature. Oh, okay. It's not all of them. It's one I choose. So I'm going to
Wow,
choose...
good thing to learn in the finale.
Yeah. I'm going to choose... Jeez, have I been using this wrong? I am so sorry if I have.
I think you have.
I have, definitely.
Used it like 3 times you thought we were.
Yeah.
So what is it?
It's one of these options.
So you've been doing all of them.
Yeah.
Charlie!
Sorry.
Pick one for Elizabeth.
That means we lost the werewolf fight retroactively. Let's go back to it, re-record it.
What is the one effect you choose?
Wisdom saving throw at the start of each of her turns.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Now, for wild
My bad.
magic, you have the irresistible urge to scratch an itch in the middle of your back, just out of reach. If you don't scratch it on your turn, you have to succeed a Constitution saving throw against your spell save DC to cast a spell.
What if I just attack? What if I don't cast a spell?
You don't need to.
Okay.
But it's still an irresistible urge to scratch.
Sweet.
Irresistible.
But you've already done your turn.
I've already done my turn.
Cool, so that'll be on your next turn. And it's Elizabeth's turn. Wisdom saving throw to
Yes.
start with. Does a 19 pass?
Ooh.
Yes.
Eee!
Don't ask silly questions.
She is going to cast Cone of Cold over everybody but Claude, who's standing behind her. I'm gonna roll Wild Magic first, sorry. 18, Wild Magic again. You see immediately Elizabeth comes almost a touch more threatening. Not in an actual sense, but kind of in a general, vibe. As she grows a few inches taller than what she is.
No, does that mean her AC's lowered?
No. And, for Cone of Cold, every creature must make a Constitution saving throw. That is all three of you and Corniferous.
Now, that's something that me and Troy can both use evasion on, right? Because it's ranged.
This is a Constitution saving throw,
Fuck.
so you can't use it.
Never mind.
Rough.
Just kidding. I think I can do things, but I can't.
Everybody roll your con save.
I got a 17.
You got a 17?
Yes.
19.
How does a 4 sound?
Rough. And Corniferous didn't pass. The only person that passes at the table is Nick. Bazza,
What?
Axel, and Corniferous all take 34 damage.
Yeah.
Holy
Nick,
shit.
you take 17. Only half as much.
Alright, death saves.
Oh, hang on. Let me
Same.
do maths.
Up top.
Hiya.
Me and Charlie are both doing our death saves.
Cool.
Hang
Go for
on,
it.
hang on. I want everyone to know at home that I currently have 37 HP.
Fucking brag about it.
37 HP.
Down from
He
57.
got you. I passed my first one.
I passed my first one.
Good work, boys. I'm
Those are
very happy
11s
with
and
that.
19s on the die.
For those who don't know, if you get above 10, you pass. And if you get below 10, you fail. If you get 20, you get 2. If you get 1, you get 2, fail.
Are you both unconscious? Like, is that how
Yeah.
it works?
Yeah, we have both fallen down unconscious and cold.
Okay, cool.
Okay, I'm gonna do two things real quick. One, Nick, you see that Corniferous does look very hurt. And you don't think anything in particular.
I don't think anything in particular.
No.
I take it you did insight.
Yes.
Cool.
So that was Elizabeth's turn. Axel,
I was like, I'm dead. What do you want me to
did
do?
saving throw, please.
That's a fail. That's
Oh,
a
no.
7. 1 for 1, team.
Nick,
Are they close together? How far away are Axel and Bazza from each other?
they'd be 5-10 feet away from each other.
So I
You'd
can
be
reach.
10 feet away from them.
So I could reach both of them within my turn if I
Yep.
dashed, even if without a dash. What I'm going to do is dash over to both Bazza and Axel, and I know that they each have 1 health potion in their bags from the other room, so I'm going to grab those out of their bags and I'm going to force feed them each a health potion.
So, item interactions work in the sense of you get the first one for free and the second one is using your action. So you can do one of them and another action, or you can do both of them. What are you going to do?
I'm going to give Axel the health potion as a free action. No, fuck it. And I'm going to give the other one to Bazza.
Axel, you gain 2 health points.
Up and at 'em.
Bazza, you gain 6.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Lucky boy.
G'day.
Cool, and that's obviously the end of my turn.
You did the kind thing. I like that for you.
I'm just going to die next turn because the moment a spell hits me, I'm down again.
That's
My
how-
concentration is broken, by the way, so she's no longer cursed.
She's no longer cursed. Lovely. Corniferous casts Vampiric Touch. So I'm going to just quickly roll Wild Magic. 8, nothing happens. And the touch of your Shadow Wreath hand can siphon life force from others to heal your wounds. Basically, it's going to be a melee spell attack against Elizabeth to try and take some damage for her, and you gain those hit points back. Cool. So he rushes forward and manages to get the hit in, very luckily. And she takes a fair bit of damage, considering the roll.
Considering the economy.
And you can see Coniferous looking a bit stronger than he did previously.
Very good. Very good, boy.
Claude takes this moment to get a swipe in on Elizabeth, see if anything will land, and doesn't manage to have the blade quite get into her properly. Bazza, it's your turn.
I am going to do a thing.
Ooh.
If you're so powerful, how'd you get caught? I'm casting Vicious Mockery.
Very good. Roll Wild Magic real quick.
Yeah. 8.
Nothing happens.
Wisdom saving 3.
She's good at those.
Not when I bestowed a curse on her.
Not this time either.
Right.
Critical fail.
She ain't good at it at all.
She takes quadruple damage.
No.
She does. Because double damage for psychic damage.
Critical fail isn't necessarily anything.
Oh, true. That is her call.
But she will take double she will take double damage because of psychic.
2
Times 2.
times 2 is 4. And has disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes before the end of its next turn.
Cool. Elizabeth.
Nah.
What?
I also go for it and do a bonus action attack.
Oh, cool.
Swoosha! 17 plus 7.
Hits. I kind of need to sneeze, kind of not. Yep, that hits.
8 damage.
Very good. Elizabeth is going to turn to Coniferous and cast a spell. No wild magic happens. And he makes a saving throw of some kind. And he definitely doesn't pass his saving throw. On a failed save, they're restrained, and Coniferous hair starts to turn to stone. Axel.
Pound my fists together. It's really awkward because they're so long. I'm just gonna hit. I'm just gonna punch. There's not a lot of hand there. Not a lot else I can do. So I'm gonna go for a hit. First hit, I'm gonna try to do stunning strike, which is gonna be another key point.
There's gonna be 2 hits.
Me hitting the ground. No.
Doesn't hit.
No.
Tragic. Second hit.
I rolled a 3. Second hit. This time I'm gonna go for a flurry of blows, which gets me 2 additional attacks after this attack.
Go for it.
If I hit. 19.
Hits.
Yes! So I'll do the first attack, which is 10 damage. Second attack doesn't hit. Roll a 2. And then the third attack doesn't hit. 14. No. Cool. So that did nothing.
So you don't do any damage?
I did 10 damage.
You did 10 damage,
Total.
thank you.
I'm going to run as far away as possible, so 45 feet.
You can run out of the room, or you can run to like the other side of the room.
I'm going to run out of the room.
Cool, so you're in the hallway again?
And I'm going to look for some way to heal myself. I need to be healed!
Nick, what are you going to do?
Princess Elizabeth, you're the first. We've fought plenty, but you're the worst. You once were cursed with brain of rotwurst.
And that was Vicious Mockery.
Vicious.
Vicious.
And
I'm
everyone
going to give
clapped.
you advantage on this because it is so incredible.
So she has disadvantage on her
Yeah.
wisdom save.
I'm going to get roll wild magic first, yeah.
I was going to say nat 1, but it's just a 1 because it's just a wild magic roll.
That's bit of wild magic, team. You permanently gain the cantrip Ray of Frost.
I mean,
Sick.
Cool.
yeah, that's great.
That's one of the few times that good things happen to you guys with wild magic. You should be very happy.
What was the... Do you mind saying what the wild magic actually was?
You gain a cantrip permanently.
And you chose it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Love. Okay, cool. Well, then my Vicious Mockery is going to be cast.
She needs to roll against it first.
Yes, she does.
So she can... You're very lucky she was at disadvantage. She fails.
Hooray!
So she takes
Do 1d4.
2 1d4 damage, which is
2d4.
2 and 3, which is 5.
Is it psychic damage?
Yes, so
So
it's
it's doubled.
doubled. So that is 10 psychic damage.
You see she's very taken aback by your rhyming burn.
She's like, did he call me brain of rotwurst? What?
Coniferous is going to make a saving throw. And he fails, unfortunately. And you see him get grayer. And Claude is going to try and get a slash in on Elizabeth again. And manages to hit it this time. Which
Woo!
is very exciting. And you can see Elizabeth take some more damage. And you're actually also all noticing, well, everyone in the room, so Bazza and Nick, that she's actually looking pretty weak at this point.
Nice.
Speaking of you guys, Bazza, it's your turn.
I'm going to use Dispel Magic on Coniferous.
Ooh, very good. So for Dispel Magic, that's...
Because Flesh to Stone is a 6th level spell, the DC will equal 16.
Yep, perfect.
And I'm using my spellcasting ability, so I'll have a +3 to this. 19.
And Coniferous kind of collapses out of his kind of frozen statue spot. Can I please get you to roll a bit of wild magic?
Sure can. How's a 1?
My goodness.
And when I cast that at old mate, I'm like, hey, pull your weight, all right? Get amongst, do some shit. Christ.
Give me your character sheet.
No.
Give me your character sheet.
Oh, tight.
Have you noticed? Did I tell the audience what I've done?
My strength has gone from 12 to 13.
Sure has.
Oh, I thought it was 3.
You were casting something on...
I casted Dispel Magic on old mate, told him to fucking pull his weight, and then I'm just going to turn around and go back to Elizabeth, and I do another bonus action slash.
Cool, so for pull your weight, was that a bardic inspiration? Or was that just telling him?
No, that was just telling him.
Okay, cool.
Because otherwise I wouldn't have been able to do this attack.
Yeah.
22.
Hits.
5 damage.
And as they say, if it meets, it beats. Elizabeth collapses.
Yes.
Under your final strike, what happens when you slash her?
Cut her head off.
You want to decapitate everyone? No, think of something original.
I cut her arm off.
Sure. One of Elizabeth's arms comes off, actually falls into the pit, and she collapses. And then immediately... And Axel, you actually see this.
I do.
Yeah.
No, you wouldn't see this, but you'd hear this better than anyone else. You hear a giant slam. In the room with all the cells.
Ooh.
And you see, before anyone else, someone they told you about, Oliver Oaken. Still with the same sunken eyes. And you guys don't quite know this, but I'm going to let you in on this, because I've already told the audience. The first wild magic thing that happened to Elizabeth was, for 1 minute, if she had died, she was going to reincarnate. As the spell does.
Jesus.
And it's been 1 minute, hasn't it?
It's been less than 1 minute.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And the form of Oliver Oaken comes out. Oliver / Elizabeth cast Scorching Ray at you.
At me?
At you, Axel. You're the one in the hallway. You're the only person they can currently reach.
Fuck my dick right off. Okay, that's a dick save, right?
Nope, I'm making a ranged spell attack against you.
Oh, I can... No.
Does a not nat 20 hit? Actually, sorry, I need to roll 3 different ones because it's 3 different rays. So we've got a not nat 20, a not nat 22, and a not nat 23.
Back to death saves, I guess.
I'm just going to roll the damage just in case.
Don't forget wild magic.
Oh, I'll start with wild magic.
We had 2, he's out.
10, wild magic. Doesn't happen. Where's all the d6s? Just in case, by any horrific chance.
No, I don't. There's no chance at all.
Is it 3 attacks?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So the first one would do at least 1.
Second one would do at least 1. Third one would do 1.
The first one did 12 damage.
Damage on an unconscious person is an auto fail on a death save.
I died from the first attack because I had 2 HP. For the first Scorching Ray, and then there were 2 more.
There's an order of things that happen. So you're
I
unconscious.
failed twice.
You take 2 auto fails, and I'm going to get you to roll for your death save.
19.
And you pass your personal death save.
I can't believe 2 characters of mine are going to die.
You're not dead yet.
Oliver's going to move past you and kind of get into the entrance way of the room you guys are all in.
Ollie.
You guys can definitely tell this isn't Oliver.
Ollie.
This is something kind of horrific that's taken over.
This is an all enormous disappointment.
Axel, it's your turn.
Nolly.
That 20, I live.
Oh my goodness, you're unconscious again.
What happens now? How do I get...
You come back to 1.
I stand up. I don't get a turn though, do I?
No.
You're also very lucky because Oliver's also... Elizabeth. I'm trying to combine the names.
Oh, I thought you were having.
Elizabeth.
I thought you were struggling with the name Elizabeth.
Olivabeth has already gone past you.
Oh, I love a Beth.
I don't know if this is something I can do. I have arrows and everything, and I have fire. Can I, do some sort of flaming arrow thing, or is that not a thing I can do? Like, if I light
Okay,
one
I'll
of my
let you.
arrows. You'll allow it?
Yep.
If the DM allows it, that's all that matters, right?
Uh-huh.
So, using Beauregard, the longbow I took from Hunter, I set it alight.
Aren't you not proficient with it?
No, I'm not.
No,
Oh,
he's proficient with the
crossbows.
short bow, but not the long bow.
Right. In that case, I'll just use my short bow instead. Yep, so I whip out my bobo, and I light an arrow, and I shoot it straight at Oliver Oaken.
Very good.
Wishing I still had that rage that I'd built up against him.
Could be a barbarian.
That's 14 plus 5, which is 19.
Hits.
Am I adding anything for fire damage or anything like that?
I'm gonna say you can do a D8 for fire damage.
Cool.
Okay, here I go, shooting my short bow that is on fire.
That is a 6 plus 2, so 8 damage just from the arrow hitting itself.
Yep.
And then I rolled another 6. So that is 8 plus 6.
14 damage. You can see kind of a small burn apparent like on Oliver.
Yeah, cool. That was my turn.
Coniferous is going to cast Hideous Laughter.
From Tasha?
Yeah.
From Tasha's Cauldron of Everything?
Onto, yes, Elizabeth.
Can you give us an example of his...
It would be Elizabeth laughter.
Ha!
Well, it
I
hurt
leaned
Lucy's
back
neck.
too far.
Do you want to
My
hear
neck
how?
hurt.
Do you want to hear how Oliver laughs?
Yeah.
Ho ho ho.
Okay, so first, wild magic. 17, wild magic happens. You can see that immediately Coniferous looks weaker in some sense, but you don't know quite what it is. And Hideous Laughter. They've got to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, she's so shit at those. She fails every single one of them.
Why'd you say that?
Nothing seems to happen to Elizabeth. Elizabeth.
How
And
much?
finally, Claude is going to go for some slashes against them.
Claude.
How much damage did you?
I
do
wouldn't
to
say that if I were you.
I did already.
Claude raises up his sword and gets a mighty strike in and deals a massive amount of damage. And you can see Elizabeth looks a bit weaker. Bazza, your turn.
Right. We've killed Ollie already. I'll fucking do it again. I run in, and I am going to do a defensive flourish. That is going to be a 21.
Hits.
13 damage
Wow.
on that first strike, and I'm going to have 24 AC again for the next turn. And then I'm going to attack twice more. 25 and a nat 20.
My goodness.
So the first one is going to do 10 damage, and the second one is going to do 12.
With all of your slashes and all of your very strong attacks, which must be like personally hard to do against someone that physically is what a friend of yours was,
Yeah.
you still managed to muster the emotional strength to deal a final blow.
Ah, fuck yeah.
What do you do?
I take my two swords and I stab right in the middle of his chest and lift him up, her, and pull them close, look them in the eyes and say, "You'll never be Ollie." And I just swipe him off the sword onto the ground.
My goodness. Immediately with, it's called True Death of Elizabeth, Ollie seems to kind of not have the same, I don't call him that, Oliver doesn't kind of seem to have the same, like, stuck in that one position and just kind of falls crumpled as someone who actually don't have,
Like a puppet.
someone who fully unconscious or dead in this case would, and Coniferous runs past into the cells.
And I walk in and I stomp on Ollie's head and say, "And don't come back."
Mm.
And that's my one.
What's Kono doing?
He's running back towards the cells.
Up to?
Coniferous, are you the bad guy still, or is there something going on there? Did we just deal with bad person?
He's not really acknowledging any of you.
I'm on 1 HP.
Oliver in front of you starts to kind of slowly fade away.
Bye.
Goodbye, Oliver. We loved you, we lost you. We lured you into this room and we lickety-split cut you in bits. Let's go.
Ayo.
I'm running towards the cells.
Follow
Yeah.
Kono.
Leave my sister alone.
When you guys get there, you can see he's opening all of the cells. And you can see some people are fading away and some people are coming too.
My husband! No! Is he gone? Is Grant leaving?
He is one of the people fading away, yes.
Well, I suppose it's a good thing he's gone, right? I can move on. Or whatever.
Inspirational, mate.
People are starting to become conscious.
Is one of the people that are becoming conscious Betty the guard for Charlie?
A lot of people are waking up. Betty.
Hey.
Robert Sarthy, who you recognise, is waking up.
Sure.
I fully assumed he'd be dead.
Claveris, the person who was at the pass and
Kevo.
lived, is waking up, and people are kind of starting to come to. Your sister?
My
Nicola?
sister, I run up and hug. Nick's sister.
What are you doing there?
Sorry, got confused on our character traits. We need to switch back sometime. Did you miss your husband dying? No.
No. Nicola.
Nick, is that you?
It's me.
Hey, what are you doing here?
I did it. I became an adventurer. I left Nan. I killed people. I hid my identity, and I did it. I come here, and I've done damage, and I'm a true adventurer now.
Are you the reason I woke up?
Yes, I guess I am.
Before you can even finish your sentence, she pulls you into a very tight hug.
I'm so proud of you.
Well, this is awkward.
Um,
Should we hug?
And with
Alright.
and with your
Tom and Charlie are hugging.
No.
No, Bazza and Axel are hugging.
Axel, with all of your talking, someone actually comes up to you as well.
Oh?
Axel,
Hello.
the one that said, "I'm Bella."
I didn't do a lot. Bella! Oh my
I-
god, it's been so long. Like a day. I told you I'd get right onto it.
Thank you. It's been a while.
Been a tough time.
It's been a tough time. I
Got turned
didn't
into
love-
a tree by some princess bitch.
Yes, it was terrible. I'm so glad to be a person again.
Are you... I was about to say, are you busy after this? But I think we meant like, do you want to go on a date? I meant like, are you...
So my husband is dead.
Are you like, do you live here or do you have a home?
I'm one of the many people that kind of had something drawing us to Voynich. I'm
Nice.
glad I don't anymore.
What the fuck?
So-
Going back to, I don't know, Mattoon?
Going home. I don't remember where she was from.
I don't think she said.
I get to go home now.
Where are you
Yeah.
going home to?
Specify.
I want to know. I want to visit you sometime. We're friends.
What could be past Falkor?
And 7 more.
I'm from in 7 more.
Excellent. I can't wait to go. I love that place. Great wine.
I'm glad to go home, and she starts making her way out and kind of up the ladder and out of the castle. A lot of people are just kind of instinctively going up and going away.
Away.
What brought you here, Nicola? Where's the rest of our family?
Parents adventuring as they always do. I'd heard of people disappearing, and so I came to see if I could solve what was happening, and I just couldn't. I was trapped here like everyone else, affected by all of the wild magic and everything.
And your incompetent brother did it all. Crazy.
He's a better adventurer than you'll ever be.
You suck.
Um,
Give up.
my goodness.
Retire.
Everyone's leaving and they're going up. Coniferous and Cold are actually going to go up the ladders and out as
Okay.
well.
I want to talk to Kano.
Please come with. As you guys go up and out of the castle, everyone's kind of leaving and making their way back towards where they were. And you guys see some kind of strange things from some of them. A lot of the people that had been kind of affected by all of the goings on. Because you noticed this earlier, there were people in Mattoon and Givadon that you had met that were in these cages. Just something quite weird. One of the people that you that I don't think any of you noticed while down there, but was in one of the cages, was Barney.
Yeah.
And you can see him go out and walk towards kind of the clone of himself.
Hmm.
And once they become fully close, they're fused together.
Hmm.
And just kind of
And
back
disappear.
into one full person. Not disappear, but become truly themselves again.
I sure hope he doesn't have memories.
Bonnie,
Yes? What do you want?
now that you're feeling all yourself again,
Yeah?
back to work, mate.
Steady on.
I'm surprised I'm going to say this, but I'm actually glad.
Good. I think
Go
your
back.
family misses you.
Coniferous calls you guys back over.
Hello.
Hello. I'm so thankful for you guys and what you guys helped with. I wasn't strong enough to fix this alone.
For sure. You
Why-
turned into stone, almost.
I did. I
What?
did turn into stone.
I vaguely remember
little
in
bit.
between my deaths.
Multiple.
Why'd you have to keep it a secret?
It's the kind of thing where there's too much power here, and if it got into the wrong hands, I think that'd be devastating.
I thought it was like some curse shit.
Elizabeth, a very long time ago, was in
the Bathory family 400-ish years ago.
From Folklore.
From Folklore. And I had been asked to be the court wizard for them. When I was there, she was doing some horrific things. She was taking servants and people from the town and killing them. At some point, she wanted to come to GLAMSKA Castle, and I was brought along, and she wanted to use the pit that connects straight to the underworld as something to end everything for everybody. And
Yikes.
with the wild magic that was coursing through, and with me being so much more adept with magic, with that kind of magic against her, I managed to overpower her, at least somewhat, and contain her.
Now, you say that was a portal to the underworld?
Not a portal.
Just a hole?
Yes, straight
Oh,
to it.
glad I didn't jump in. I was going to do a big dive bomb in there. It looked very appealing.
It would not have gone well for you.
No, well, the fight didn't either, so...
And so it's been many, many years of nothing happening, and then out of nowhere, kind of magic started leaking from her and the castle that was somehow intertwined, and she managed to start doing stuff outside of like her physical reach. She was the one who was making all the plants and stuff, and the manuscript was some of her just mad ramblings.
No real language there.
No real language.
So
and
I
she-
can read.
I assume you can. And she had this ridiculous stack of papers, and I was hoping it was just going to be mad ramblings, and that's why I sent it to Oliver to see if anything could be found, because if I left here, if anything happened, I don't think I would be able to forgive myself. And so I was hoping to get more information to see if I could figure out what was actually happening.
Corniferous, I thought you were a bad guy. Not gonna lie, I thought I was gonna have to punch you right in the throat. I'm very pleased to find out you're a good old man. And you know what? Now that we've dealt with your issue, these guys can take you back to Non. I can go back to my hut alone and be depressed for the rest of my life, and everything can be all resolved, right?
I would love to be rid of this castle.
Back to Non.
You can come to Non.
What? There's no home there for me.
We
Yeah,
have
there's-
plenty of
There's
space.
plenty of space.
You could probably have Oliver's old
yeah,
room.
I was about to say. You could teach survival.
I don't know if I know much about survival. I eat raw fish all the time. I could teach punch.
There you go.
I could teach bar fights.
I suppose you could always take my room in none if you want.
I could take your husband.
I don't have a husband. I've
Not
got
yet.
a friend named Mac and Cheese who's
Oh.
only 21 though. I think it's time that I focus on finding my family again.
Well, you've already got one down.
I have. Isn't that right, Nicola?
Yeah.
I thought she was gone. I don't know why.
Sherry ran away.
Oh yeah, has she gone to go combine with her other half?
Yeah, so she had come to Voynich to
Mhm.
try stop this. So her other self wasn't very far away at all.
Okay, so it was there.
So she's become truly herself again.
Well, you know, Nikolai and Nicolette Kidman aren't going to find themselves. My parents are out there somewhere, and I need to go and find them.
Fuck you.
And you guys make your way back to Non, I assume?
Yep.
Is there anything else we should talk to Coniferous or Claude about?
You know-
Like, we
can
didn't
ask
deal
more
with
questions
Claude.
if you want.
Barney,
Yeah?
how you going, mate?
Shit, this sucked.
Yeah, where's Betty?
I'm hoping around here somewhere. I haven't seen her in a while.
So we're not going to be able to back pay you because obviously you haven't been doing the work in Mattoon.
Oh, but I got so kidnapped. in
You
a
did get
sense.
kidnapped, so you get danger pay, which won't be as much as the back pay, but you will get your danger pay.
Well, you know.
Surely his family was getting paid like ours were.
I'm getting
you
paid,
know,
right?
Were.
No.
Am I getting paid for this?
Who's paying
Who
you?
would pay you?
I don't know.
You volunteered to come with us.
Well,
There's
you
no
said-
discussion of payment.
I think you guys said that you would give me at least half of the money you earn.
I never said that.
Maybe all of it.
I think I handed you a couple of gold, but I think that's
That's
as
right.
far
I
as
got
it
paid
went.
3 gold.
Was there anything else?
Bazza, this has been an amazing adventure. Thank you for.
Are you not coming back?
I don't think I am.
Alright, come here, give me a kiss. Thank you.
It was such a pleasure meeting you, Nick. I
Thank
can't
you.
wait to see you on the other side when you die, because you're not very competent on your own.
Well, if I do die, you know where to find me.
Hell.
Yeah, I was going to say the open pits or the cages under Voynich.
Nick, you've committed many crimes against Non and her people,
Well,
but I'm going to look past that.
Thank you.
You are a good adventurer.
I value your ability to not arrest me. If I do ever come back, Look out for Oliver Oaken, because that's who I'll be. As a disguised self, you know, like
Yeah,
I
yeah,
did
yeah.
earlier to
Yep.
you, Coniferous.
Just to double check, what's my address?
You're just the first house in Stilttown.
No, because you're giving me your house.
Oh,
It's a room. Your house.
my house in Non?
Yeah.
You'll find it. It's just down the... Like, my window, like my bedroom window, is actually, like, across from Abigail Brown's window.
Oh.
So if you follow Bazza home, you'll find her. She smells
Okay.
like goat. And then I leave.
Did you fuck my wife?
When you guys make your way back to the tracks across the river, there's plenty of people there that are needing rides back across.
Sorry, I'm gone.
You're not going to do some extra trips for people?
Oh, do we have the
Well-
time?
It takes 45 minutes.
All right, well, that'll be about 3 days' work. I take everyone across that I can at a time.
You get like tips from everybody. Everyone
Shit.
appreciating their way home. You would get probably 20-ish silver pieces.
I think you should roll a
Silver?
D100 and let him know how much he gets.
Fine.
20 silver pieces.
You get
Less.
less. 15.
15 silver pieces. Sweet.
These aren't super rich people. One of the towns you passed through was Shevardon. A lot of people, not a lot, some of the people there who had been attacked are like horrifically swayed. People, like sweeter people, the kind of people that wouldn't ever vote in the situations that were there, are returning to themselves because they were some of the people affected by this.
Axel walking through a town filled with bloody werewolf corpses and a statue of the guy that he just saw get murdered. Whoa, what happened in here?
Who died?
None of the werewolf corpses or even scratch marks are there anymore.
Is Oliver still there?
Yes,
The
the statue
statue?
is still there.
Pog.
In Mattoon, people such as Robert are walking back.
Bravo.
Anyone who got sick from what was happening are walking back to themselves. Plumas Pass doesn't seem so foggy and creepy anymore. And none is just as it always was.
Wait, is Brick there?
Breck's there. Hi.
I don't know you.
If you're with these people, I don't know how I feel about it.
What happened?
If you're with Bazza, I don't know how I feel about it.
What happened?
He wasn't kind.
Oh, well, he's such a nice guy now. He's changed. Room to grow.
Room to grow. And indeed I've grown. Brick,
I'm glad to hear it.
And you know what?
I'm not
Do
going to kill you today.
you want to come back to Non with us?
Nope. All the rest are there.
Oh, okay.
She didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Suspicious.
I heard you killed Hunter.
no one was returning to Non, bar you two, Claude and Coniferous.
Oh, Claude's staying.
Yeah, Claude's coming along.
Axel shaves when he gets back to Non. He cleans himself up and he washes himself. And he does now look like a 38-year-old man,
Looking clean.
looking clean. He goes to the university and he hands in his resume
Yeah.
To Dr. Stravestein.
to Dr. Stravestein.
Yeah.
Hello, my name is Axel Gribarm.
Hi,
I
Axel.
replaced Oliver Oaken in an adventuring party, so I figured maybe I
I'm
could
sorry, what?
do a job here of some sort. I'm not really very smart, but I'm sure you could find a position. Maybe I know how to make a boat. I actually know how to design airplanes, so I could do engineering.
I don't think he believes that you know how to design it.
It's not a lie.
I mean, it's not the truth as well. Because there aren't planes yet, not this early.
Not yet. It's because I haven't engineered one yet.
I mean, with being the arts and stuff, I think. Do you have any creativity?
Actually,
ability?
you know, it's pretty crazy. Me and my husband used to paint back in the day, so I could paint. I can paint pretty good. Here's one of my paintings. I pull out the Mona Lisa. But it's Grant.
Fuck it, it could be the Mona Lisa.
That
but
is for
wrong.
Lona Misa.
But it's Grant. it's the Grant Elisa, which is his full name.
Grant Elisa. That's beautiful. Yeah, if you want to
Thank you.
painting, that'd be fantastic.
And I scrunch it up and throw it in the bin. I'm moving on, so I'll paint something new. Are you single? Is Dr. Stravestein a man?
Yes.
Okay.
He's single!
Maybe we should get a drink sometime.
Maybe we should. That'll be the end of your epilogue.
And that's my epilogue.
Bazza.
I have several stops I need to do.
Okay.
First of all, most importantly, I also go to the university.
Yeah.
I cast on myself, speak with animals, and I go to the weasel. Existential crisis weasel.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you this morning?
I've got some terrible news.
What happened?
Our mutual good best friend, Ollie, he's dead.
Good grief. Death is the The end of existence.
That's right.
It's still an existential crisis, but I've thought about it more.
Yeah, good.
My goodness.
Um,
Hopefully he'll be at peace.
Yeah, just letting you know you're full-time now.
I'm actually really enjoying this.
Cool.
My students are learning, and so am I.
How?
Oh, you know,
I've learned English.
I'm figuring it out. No, I have not learned English. I am a weasel.
I'm fluent.
Great. Well, alright. See you later. Maybe I'll enroll in one of your philosophy classes or something.
I would love that.
Mm.
How did you know I was teaching philosophy? It was assumed.
Just assumed.
I was thinking it too.
And then I go home, and I open the door, and I say, Ruth?
Hi. I can't believe you're home. This is so exciting.
Ruthie, I got you a puppy. And I pull out Beauty.
It was in my pocket the whole time.
It was in my pocket the whole time, and I didn't forget that I had her. Now, I know that I haven't been a great dad recently, so I got you a wolf.
Yes.
I think that
Oh,
might...
you're the best.
Her name's Beauty.
I love her.
Good. Treat her well.
I will.
She poops outside.
Fair enough.
Abby,
You're home. Glad to
g'day.
hear it. Glad to see it.
I've grown a lot this adventure. My strength's at 13 now.
Wow.
That's
she
right.
loves that.
Yeah. I give her I give her a pound. Hey, come on. There's one. Pound it. All right.
They bumped fists for the audience.
They didn't have sex.
Did you fuck the goat man?
Let's roll for this. Let's go. The higher the roll, the less it happens, because I know you don't want this. Doesn't happen. Not at all. Nat 20.
Okay.
And I'm not even offended you asked.
Yeah, because he just kept telling me that he did.
I mean, isn't he like a known liar?
Yeah.
So you're joking?
Did you know he wasn't an adventurer the whole time?
He's a non-liar.
I mean, yeah, it was very obvious.
Oh, I didn't know.
I'm good at reading people.
Crazy. Anyway,
Very good.
And you not even tell your wife that you love her.
now she knows.
That wouldn't be
Room to
very
grow.
non-Australian.
Nick.
I would have left Voynich with my sister Nicola. Hopefully on our way to figure out where our parents were.
You go on actually the far side of Kinglake, because, you know, searching to see if you can find them. After weeks of travel, a few fights that you together you managed to get through against other people, not just between the two of you. You managed to find your family, trying to complete an adventure themselves.
Amazing. And that final fight my sister and I were part of that led to us finding our family went a little bit like this. Okay, sis, are you ready? And she said, I'm ready. I'm Harriet Shaft. And it's time for you to die.
I thought you were going to say...
Seems like you've got this covered, sis. And we both attacked.
Incredible. Coniferous and Claude actually start teaching at the university as well. Coniferous magic. Clearly seeing if he can bring some magic back to None, which have been quite a plain town. And some people actually have kind of a bit of a natural ability that he can really build on. Some people have to be trained from nothing.
Oh my gosh.
that class.
You know who's... Come on. Who is it?
Bungo!
Mac and cheese.
Who's in it?
Mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese.
He finally finds something that he's good at and has aptitude in.
Fuck it, fine. We'll put that in.
It's what
Mac and
makes him
cheese.
good.
Mac and cheese and I are study partners.
It
And I
turns him
hate
around.
it, but he's so good at it.
Mac and cheese, it's what turns him around. It makes him a good person.
Yep, Mac and Cheese is one of the students trying to see if they can do anything. And I don't think any of us are shocked. He's a warlock.
Also, I just want to say, additional little epilogue thing, very minor. I joined the stump ball team at the university
Ugh, glad to see it.
with Bazza. And,
Claude's actually pretty keen on joining you guys as well.
and
Claude
we
good.
I think she'd be pretty good at it.
and I think we fucking crush it. Can we
Yeah.
do a quick roll to see if we fucking crush it?
But you only need 3 for a stumble team, so you guys actually make a good team.
Oh, I got a 17 on that. Crush it.
Claude got an 18 on it.
Nice.
A nat 20 and not
he,
a 5.
He didn't.
I got a 5, but pretend I got a nat 20 for the dramatic effect of the fact that this is the epilogue and it's the end of spring.
Fair enough. With your and Nicola's story of the grand adventures you guys have been on.
I consider lying many times, but in the end I tell them the truth about everything.
Uh-huh.
They're your parents. They'd be able to read you like a book, you would hope.
Yep.
And the 4 of you continue on many adventures together.
We're the Kidman Shaft family, and we're living happily ever after.
And that's been Season Quest Spring.
I arrest Mac and cheese.
Hooray!
Hey!
Oh, I go back up to 51 health and I'm not on 1 HP for the rest of my life. I
Yeah.
have to say
You
that.
managed to get through it.
And congratulations to Lucy, who just DM'd the spring season
Yeah.
of Season Quest.
Thank you so much for listening. I'm Tom Collins, and I played Oliver Oaken and Axel Grevarm. 2 characters, bitch.
I'm Charlie Leeming, and I only played one character, but man, was he a winner. Bazza Brown.
Room to grow.
Room to grow.
I'm Troy J. Malcolm, and I played Nick Kidman, aka Harry Shaft, just the one character. Next season, however, in Season Quest Summer, I will be the DM, so I'll be voicing multiple characters. But before then, we have a special episode Q&A recap.
And I've been Lucy Jones, your DM, and I've had so much fun DMing and writing this season. Big thanks to the team at Sans Pants Radio, especially the team at D&D's for Nerds and Jackson Bailey Spooks America for the inspiration for some of the fun things we did. I also got so much information about unsolved mysteries and cryptids and other likes from countless sources such as the Morbid Curiosity podcast, Do Go On, Smithsonian Magazine, who've made the brilliant homebrew 5e Wild Magic table on the D&D wiki, the team at the Holy Books website for having a PDF copy of the Voynich manuscript, and Chris Van Elsberg for writing the mysteries of Harris Burdick. It really does take a village to write a D&D campaign. As Troy said, we'll see you on the 4th of December for the first episode of Season Quest Summer. See you then.